visit some of these places who are staples in the community, and being able to go visit them and bring awareness to what they're doing in their communities, and then also get to try their food. I'm big on protein, so all the places being able to find a way to try something that I like, and then also try something new. These places have such a diverse community out here in LA, so being able to try different foods has been fantastic.
We'll do two more quick ones and let you go on a busy football Friday. I want to say this: 7 catches, 106 yards. Great performance last night. 3 weeks of trade rumors. Kupp was dealing with it. Your injury. You guys come back together in tandem. It's a different ball club, Puka. I mean, a completely different look last night with you guys in there. Huge win at home at SoFi. A lot of people making a big deal about the last call. It takes away from an unbelievable performance. Talk about the last fortnight, what you guys were dealing with, and how last night may have been a pivotal point for you guys to turn it around. Let me hear.
Yeah, I think you kind of hit it right there, and being a pivotal point for us and being able to protect our home field, and then also to feel like, man, we're headed in the right direction. Our coach had mentioned coming off of our bye, that trying to have a renewed focus and energy, and that's what I feel like, man, we were able to come out there for the 60 minutes and be completely locked in. It's hard to be on the same page for a 3-hour window, and I feel like we were able to accomplish that goal last night and accomplish the goal of getting a win.
Hold on 1 minute. We'll let you go on this note. How is BYU getting it done? Your alma mater, dude. Your home state, BYU Cougars. Tight spot tomorrow against Central Florida in a battle with Iowa State, Kansas State in the Big 12. Give me 30 seconds on the Cougars. Let me hear.
Man, the Cougars are playing great. I don't care if we're playing in Lavelle Edwards Stadium or we're playing all the way down there in Florida. That 7-0 and the confidence they've been playing with, they got a number 12 back there in their offense, and he's been playing great. One play at a time. That's the model I play with, and hopefully I can give that model to them. And one play at a time. That's what they're going to need.
Puka, God bless. Have a great weekend. Thank you. You've done a lot for the community. You've done a lot. You are a great role model in your early 20s doing the things, and your word is so good. Thank you so much. On behalf of Pepsi and Friday Lunches and the Rams, thank you so much for coming on. Great job out of you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You got it. There you go. Puka Nacua, 7 catches, 106. I would have told anybody. In fact, Daniel, jump on Mike here right now. Let's see if we can. We got some filler time here. I got to get to my buddy Daniel. Daniel,
what's up?
What were the chances we were getting him today? You know what I put it at? 1 in 10.
I think that's about accurate.
Hey, come on. You've been in this business a long time. I've been doing this for a long time. I made myself available. I'm here in New York getting ready for Notre Dame Navy and a great weekend and a World Series on Monday. Here's what I'll tell you. And I told this to the boss, Darren Peck. Yeah, wake me up when Puka shows up, okay? Because it ain't happening. It's not happening. And guess what? It happened. That's a good job out of him. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Especially day after he played.
Yeah. I mean, 90% of the guys saying, you know what? Hey, I meant well. I was going to play. I didn't think I was going to play. I played more than I thought. I got to go in for treatment. I appreciate it. Hey, we'll catch you down the road. We'll catch you down the road. So there you go. Great job out of him. Hey, I'll say one other thing. Your Jaguars aren't done yet. I know you've been down about it. I've been listening to you with Jen and Jeff Monday and Tuesday nights. Calm down. Your Jags aren't done yet. Got a long way to go, but they're not done yet.
Yeah, well, they got the Packers, Vikings, Lions, Texans in a row, I believe. So we'll see about that.
Well, the old saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? I mean, everyone thought the Vikings were on a fast track to maybe, I was listening to the fans in the Midwest. Oh, my God, Vikings, 16-1, 15-2. It's a long season, and look what happened. Last 2 games. They lose to the Texans. They blow out the Texans. Who'd they lose to last week? Who'd they lose to? Who did Minnesota lose to? They lost to
Lions.
The Lions, 29-28. They blew out the Texans 34-7, and now last night the Rams get them. So you gotta understand it's a long, long season. 7 down, 10 more to go. All right, we get the break. We'll come back. 2-minute drill, top of the hour. Busy Football Friday. We're with you on Sports Weekend, Saturday Night Live in New York, 7 to 10 Eastern. We come back here. It's Sports Byline. I'm Marty Terrell on Sports Overnight. Don't go away from New York City on a Football Friday, presented by Rocket Mortgage and by Geico. We're coming right back.
Did you know that Wendy's has any size soft drinks for just $1? Yeah, any size, anytime. Like $1 Coke, $1 Sprite, or even $1 strawberry Fanta. Okay, could we maybe switch up the sound effect, please? 'Cause I'm losing it. Wow, no, not that. Any size soft drink for just $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
Are you truly committed to feeling better? I mean, absolutely feeling your best? What's the key? Eat well, sleep well, lots of hydration through water, and also your daily innovative wellness athletic supplement packs. These packets are created to supplement your daily lifestyle, allowing your body to have the nutrients it needs to run efficiently. These packets include multi-omega fish oil, D3K2 5000, probiotic, and magnesium. It's nearly impossible to get all the nutrients our body requires to run efficiently on a regular basis from our food alone. Taking this daily packet will leave you feeling more energetic and more vibrant. Your brain body will be able to detoxify more efficiently, which naturally reduces inflammation. Find out today. InnovativeWellness.center. InnovativeWellness.center. And use the code SPORTS Overnight America.
Everyone watches more than 5 hours of television. Really? And that's not counting mobile viewing. Get Dish TV and make that time worth it. With Dish, you can get hundreds of channels, access to all kinds of sports, tons of movies, premium channels, and more. Another thing that's really cool with Dish is you can watch most of your favorite shows on your mobile device anywhere for a lot less than cable. Yes, that's right. We are asking you to watch more TV and not less TV, but make it better television with Dish this time, anytime, anywhere. So call right now and learn how easy it is to save on your television bill and get the most out of your TV viewing experience. Dial that number and I promise you we're here waiting for your call because we want to save you money and give you better television. We are Dish TV.
800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. 800-293-0328. That's 800-293-0328.
And here's the pitch.
Want to score some runs with your family? How about an all-inclusive 5-day, 4-night vacation for 2 adults and 2 children at the OHSAA Hotel in Cancun for only $699. Includes airport pickup, hotel, and all food and drinks, including alcohol. And you can travel anytime in the next 12 months with no blackout dates. So visit CancunEscapes.com.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
It is the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Mark Means back with Mark Means and Michael Rickard for tonight's game. Mark, Warren Harding is 6-3. The Austintown Fitch Falcons are 7-2. Both of these teams know they'll be playing in Week 11. It just depends on who and potentially where they'll be playing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for football here. And I'll tell you what, who wins this game depends, right, where they're going to be playing. If they get a home win for Warren Harding, if they get that win tonight, they can play at home next week. That's going to be a big-time thing for them, and that's what they're shooting for tonight.
You look at this rivalry between these two schools, Austintown Fitch, they've won 4 of the last 6 meetings, including a nail-biter last year at Molotov Stadium, 14-13. So hopefully we're in for something just just like last year's matchup?
I think we are, because both teams are loaded with a lot of talent, a lot of college scouts looking at these guys. It's going to be a big-time battle tonight.
We're going to take our first break on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll go into the Malutic Live Coaches Corner. We'll hear from Matt Richardson, first-year head coach of the Warren Harding Raiders. That's up next after this timeout on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pregame show continues, joined by the head coach of the Warren Harding Raiders. And, Coach, I know it was a tough loss last week to Massillon, but is there anything positive you took from the game?
Always take positives out of the game. We hung in there about as long as we could for a team. Again, we're just still trying to figure ourselves out in year one. Personal fouls and turnovers, you can't beat a defending state championship team like that. So we just learned from some of the mistakes we made last week and just get us to hone in on this week.
Coach, I know you had a chance. You played your young sophomore quarterback, Jones, a little bit in that game against Massillon. How has he developed, knowing that he's probably your next guy up?
He's done a fantastic job all year. If anybody that noticed, we usually go every 2-1 with him and Chaz, and that was the focus and the primary goal of that was develop him this year for next year. But he's proved last week that he's a valuable part of our team with what he's done, and you saw some of the growth last week.
One of the things that really impressed our broadcast crew, Coach, was just how tough a player he is. He took some really big shots and got right back up and went back to the huddle.
I think the big shots woke him up, and now that he knows he can take them, he stood right in there and delivered that ball as he should. Fantastic kid. He works really hard, and the best is yet to come from him.
When you look at this week's matchup, it's on the road at Austintown Fitch, taking on the Falcons. Coach, tell us about this game.
Anytime you're taking a trip to Mahoning County, you just better be ready to buckle up. We know the type of energy and pedigree that Fitch comes comes with, and we just are preparing ourselves for a hostile, fun environment.
Anytime you get on the bus, I know it's a challenge to be playing away from home. Coach, what are a couple of keys for you on either side of the football that you feel like if you can accomplish those, you got a chance to go on the road and get a win?
Anytime you can protect the football, you give yourselves a chance. Defensively, we swarm to the football, stop a running back that's going to challenge us. We've been fortunate enough to have a couple running backs that we've seen this year to that caliber, so hopefully it prepares us for yet another great running back. And, anytime, you're on the road, you got to put points on the board.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. Thank you very much, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And that was the head coach of the Warren Harding Raiders. Joining us here on the pregame show. We are going to take another break. When we come back, we will be joined by the fifth-year head coach of the Austintown Fitch Falcons. That'll be TJ Parker. That's up next as the Malutic Live Coaches Corner continues after this timeout on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pregame show continues, joined by the head coach of the Austintown Fitch Falcons. And, Coach, you come off a nice victory over Boardman last week. How do you think your team is playing?
Up and down. I thought we had a really good first half versus Boardman, and then in the second half we let some things get away from us there, and I think kind of lost our focus, especially defensively. But overall, it was a nice win, but plenty of things that we got to clean up if we want to continue playing football in the weeks to come.
Coach, you're 7-2 heading into the last week of the regular season, and boy, you played a challenging opponent every week.
Yeah, that's kind of used to that, and I got to be honest with you, with a young bunch that we were playing with, it was a little nerve-wracking going into the season how these guys would respond. I thought, there's any coach, there's plenty of moments where I thought we could play better, but for the most part, with one game left, I'm pretty proud of these guys and the way they've handled some adversity, and just a long, strenuous season.
Coach, you mentioned being a young team, but how have your senior leaders kind of carried the load and led the way?
Yeah, offensively, we we came into the season thinking our O-line could be pretty solid, but it was all new faces across the board. We returned Trenton Ciccarelli, who would be a 3-year starter from us, and I thought just in the offseason he's our lone senior starter on offense. Right from the beginning when he became a senior, he really took command of the team and the offense, and then I thought, set the expectations for the O-line and then the offense in general, that we weren't going to make any excuses, and we were going to, just keep pushing forward and find a way. And then defensively, that's where we did return some guys, and then when you return a guy like Rocco DeFlorio, an all-state caliber player, who's a very good football player, but is another coach on the field in terms of defense, that was a spot that I thought we could really lean on for some experience. And then we returned Deontay Stallings in the secondary. So those were 3 guys that we were kind of leaning on in terms of senior leadership. But to have the season we have and have the team we have, all those leaders in the senior class need to step up in their roles, whatever that may be asked. And I thought they've done a very, very good job of that, where we have some guys who are pushing the starting position, some guys who are exceptional role players, and some guys who are just being great teammates to keep our team morale high.
Coach, this week it's Warren Harding to wrap up the regular season, a team that presents you a lot of different challenges.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. One person in particular, Chaz Coleman, is a pretty special athlete. I said in my 5 years here, he's the best player I've seen on film to this point. So he's on both sides of the ball. He's going to be a matchup nightmare for us, and we just got to find a ways to adjust and bottle him up, and then score more points than they do.
Coach, finally, what is a key to defend home field the last regular season home game for your seniors and get another victory?
We got to limit the big plays. I think we got to value the football. We got to turn them away several times, and then when we get our chances, we have to finish drives. I thought, we've been up and down in that the last few weeks. We've had opportunities and we move it down there, but we got to come away with 7 points and make sure we punch it in the end zone. But most importantly, we got to limit their big plays. And of course, just with our style, we got to find ways to run the football on these guys.
Coach, your time as always is appreciated. Best of luck against Harding, and hopefully for more weeks to come.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
And that was the head coach of the Austintown Fitch Falcons, TJ Parker, in his 5th season at the helm. His Falcons are 7-2 on the season. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll dive a little deeper into these 2 teams for tonight's Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. That's next here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Did Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One Network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
And we welcome you back here to Austintown as we're getting set for the Warren Harding Raiders and the Austintown Fitch Falcons to wrap up the regular season here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Mark, taking a look at the numbers for the Raiders. Coach Richardson is 6-3 in his first season. They come off a game you heard right here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2, a 45-14 loss to a very talented Massillon Tiger football team, the defending Division II state champions. And they lost that game 45-14. The Raiders are averaging 17.4 points per game offensively, giving up 18.1 points per game defensively. So those numbers tell you when they win big.
Right.
When they lose big.
Right. Yeah, there's no doubt. And, playing a team like Massillon will kind of, give you a big measuring stick for tonight with Austintown Fitch and seeing how, both of their quarterbacks, as they use them in their offensive scheme, how that will be against this Fitch defense.
For the Austintown Fitch Falcons, 7-2 under fifth-year head coach T.J. Parker. They come off a big 45-28 win over the Boardman Spartans last week. The Falcons averaging 30.2 points per game offensively, giving up 17.2 points per game defensively. And, of course, one of their two losses to a pretty good Pennsylvania program.
Yeah, McDowell, unbelievable game there. They kind of lost that at the last second. That kind of showed them, some competition there, getting them prepared and ready to go for this Warren Harding.
We're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll kick this one off here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One Network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
And we welcome you back here to Austintown, to Greenwood Stadium as we get set for tonight's kickoff in Week 10 of the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. Both teams have made their way down onto the field. The visiting Raiders, white pants with the black and gold trim down the side, the gold jerseys with black numbers and the black helmet. And the Falcons, all blue tonight. Blue pants, blue jerseys with red trim and red numbers. Blue helmets with the red Falcon on the side. And we're ready for a matchup of two of the bigger schools in the Mahoning Valley.
Yeah, we are, and I think it's going to be a matchup between more of a veteran team with Warren having 8 seniors on offense and virtually about 8 on defense versus the Falcons, who have 1 senior basically on offense and 3 on defense.
That is definitely an experienced Harding team versus a younger team for the Falcons. Colin Kayla, the starting quarterback, just a sophomore. He's backed up by a junior in DeVanzo Tate. But the guy to keep an eye on is DeAndre Richard. He is the starting tailback for the Falcons, already over 1,000 yards on the season. The Raiders will kick. The Falcons will get their hands on the football first. And tonight's kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass at Hubbard, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. For an appointment, call them at 330-534-3192. Mark Means, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven back at our iMedia One studios in Struthers, and we are ready for the final week of the regular season of high school football. And this game is a bouncing kick that is fielded by one of the up men, had it kind of roll off of his fingers, and he had to run back to grab that ball at the 37-yard line. And that is where the Falcons will start, first down and 10.
Yeah, a little squibby right there, right down the middle, and Ross Harris picks it up for Austintown. And they're going to start at the 37-yard line. Actually, the 39-yard line of Fitch for this first possession.
Colin Taylor, the starting quarterback, 5'9", 116, a sophomore. DeAndre Richards and Junie Hinks will touch the football at the running back spot. They'll see 5 different receivers and 2 tight ends. And the Falcons feature one of the best kickers in the state of Ohio. They set to run it on a first down with Richard. And Richard's going to run right up the middle. And Richard's going to get across the 45 and down to the 46-yard line. He's going to have a gain of about 6 yards on first down and set up a second down and 4.
Yeah, nice hard run on first down, picking up almost 7 yards there. Raytwan Hill on the tackle.
Falcons now come out 2 receivers to the right, a wing to the left, single back in the backfield with Kayla Hurd, the quarterback. They'll take the snap. Going to look to throw it deep on second down. Has a man out there and overshoots Braylon Bryant, the sophomore receiver that was covered pretty well down the sideline.
Yeah, Aris Coleman Bay all over the wide receiver, blanketed him perfectly. Great defense there.
So the incompletion sets up third down and a long 3 yards to go for the Falcons. Just underway, opening quarter, no score. Falcons going to work left to right here in this opening quarter. Going to go with single receivers to each side. Now they'll send the receiver in motion and turn Bryant back into the slot to the tight right side. He will run it on third down, and that is going to be a first down for the Falcons into Harding territory, down to the 49-yard line. DeAndre Richard picks up the first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, good hard run on the inside there. Some nice blocking, able to get just enough for the first down, and a huge first down for Austintown.
This is a team that put several players in Division I programs from last year's squad, including 2 that went to Ball State. So it is first and 10 for the Falcons with the ball at the Raider 49-yard line. Going to put a man in motion. That's DeAndre Reed, the tight end. Kayla takes the snap. He will hand the ball off to Richard on first down. And Richard's going to push the pile ahead for just about 1. It'll bring up a second down and 9. And for the most part, Falcons just trying to test the middle of this Raider defense in this opening drive.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to establish that running game and the line of scrimmage. They're coming right at them. I like it. Hill on the tackle again for Harding.
Second down and 9. They've got the digital down markers, make it nice and easy for us to see here tonight. Single receivers to each side. Single back in the backfield with Kalaher. And now a flag comes out, our first penalty. And that is going to be a procedure penalty on the Falcons. So that'll back them up. And this will bring up 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, they just, got him on the hard count. And easy 5-yard pickup there with not even running a play. So a nice job there by the offense.
So that first penalty of the night sets up a 2nd down and short. Receivers to each side, wings to each side, single back in the backfield with Kalaher, the quarterback. Raiders showing blitz. He fakes the handoff, swings the ball out into the flat. Receiver made the catch and then got hammered down at call that about the 46-yard line. Give that catch to DeAndre Reed, the 6'3", 220-pound junior tight end. He caught the football and then got hammered when he turned upfield.
Yeah, Solero McCoy on the big stick there for a short gain, if anything. A nice defensive tackle there for the Raiders.
So it sets up a 3rd down and long. Now 3rd and just about 7. Back to the 46-yard line. Play clock down to 13 seconds as the Falcons come to the line of scrimmage. One receiver outside the hash marks to the left, one on the numbers to the right side, a wing to the right side. Kalaher drops to throw, deep into the pocket, steps up. He's looking to run. Ball's loose on the turf. The beanbag comes flying out, and they pile up at the 43-yard line.
And they're saying that they got it there. Wow. They're lucky. It looked like it bounced off his leg as he was running in stride. Luckily for Fitch, they were able to keep it.
So on a 4th down, we'll see what the Falcons and head coach Parker decide to do. They have one of the best punters and kickers in the state of Ohio, and it's senior Anthony Ruggles at 5'9" and 175 pounds.
Yeah, we get to see him boom some in pregame here.
Single returner back deep inside the 10-yard line for the Raiders. And they're going to make some kind of adjustment on the fly, put Ruggles out as a wide receiver. Yeah. And with all kinds of confusion on the field, now the Falcons are going to have to take a timeout. Timeout on the field, 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Off the timeout called by the Falcons. It is 4th down and just about 4 to go for the Falcons. And looks like they're going to put the offense back out there on 4th down and 4. One receiver to the left, one to the right side. They will run the ball with Richard looking for the first down. He'll have it and more as he gets across the 40, down to the 38-yard line, and this drive continues for the Falcons.
Yeah, good blocking up front. Jaden Wallace leading the way for the Falcons, and that's going to be a huge pickup on 4th down to give them new set of downs here early in this first quarter.
So they thought about punting. Then they set up for a potential trick play. Gave Coach Parker a little extra longer to think about it, Mark, and then they went for it and easily converted the 4th down.
Yeah, it gave them the opportunity to have a nice play to figure it out, and they did.
1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Receivers to each side. Kalaher, the quarterback. Richard is the tailback. Kalaher, deep drop. Going to fire downfield. The ball knocked in the air. Intercepted by the Raider defense across the 30, 35-40, 45-50. 45-yard line and out of bounds, and our first turnover of the night is on the Austintown Fitch Falcons, and now the Raiders find themselves in good field position to begin their drive.
Yeah, Solero McCoy right there. Johnny on the spot was able to grab it. It bobbled it a little bit, picked it up, was able to get a nice return inside the Falcon territory where Warren Harding is going to take over. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. What a play.
Falcons turning the ball over. Raiders start 1st and 10 from the Falcon 46-yard line, right to left here in the opening quarter. You're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus Media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. Chaz Coleman getting the start at quarterback. Single running back next to him on 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Coleman's going to keep it on 1st down, and Chaz Coleman's going to work his way across the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 on 1st down, sets up a 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, just a design quarterback run off left guard there. He was able to use his speed and lower the shoulder and get enough. A good pickup on 1st down.
So 2nd and 3. Spot the football at the Falcon 39-yard line. Just underway. No score here in the opening quarter. They're going to run the football with B.J. Coleman. And Coleman is going to get about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. It's going to set up a 3rd down and short now for the Raiders.
Yeah, huge tackle there by DeMar Rogers from the defensive end spot. He came right down the line of scrimmage and was able to make a nice shoestring tackle in the backfield.
So 3rd down and 2 from the 38-yard line. Big 3rd down in this beginning of this game for the Raiders. They're going to have a wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left, single back in the backfield behind Chaz Coleman. Low snap. Coleman's going to hand the ball to B.J. Coleman. And B.J. Coleman got close to that marker, but then got pushed back. I think he's going to be a little bit shy. It's going to bring up 4th down and very short.
Yeah, Mark. He almost fumbled that on the handoff. He bobbled it, was able to at least corral it and get close to the sticks, the line to gain, but he's going to be short.
So 4th down and 1. We've already seen the Falcons convert a 4th down on their opening possession. Raiders are going to leave the offense out and try to do the same thing. 5 minutes, 25 seconds, opening quarter. We have no score. Chaz Coleman going to go under center. He's just going to follow his center upfield. He got to the 35 and down near the 33-yard line. Plenty for the 1st down behind the big 6'5", Chaz Coleman.
Yeah, looked like Cam Newton out there. He's so big and tall and strong, leaning forward and driving his feet, getting plenty for the 1st down.
So another 4th down conversion in this game, and one of the Raiders lost their helmet. They'll have to come to the sidelines for a play. It is 1st and 10 for Warren Harding from the Falcon 33-yard line. Big night of games going on around the Valley. A lot of rivalry matchups tonight. Poland and Struthers, Cardinal Mooney and Ursuline, just to name a couple. Single receiver split to the numbers to the right side, inside, tight to the line of scrimmage to the left. Coleman and Coleman in the backfield. They're going to pitch it to B.J. Coleman, trying to get to the outside. Good pursuit by the Falcon defense to knock him down for a loss in the backfield and bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, beautiful play there, stringing it out, and it's going to be a big loss there on the play. Stringing that out was number 4, Wayne Holloway, making a nice tackle for the defense.
So it is going to be 2nd and long. That is a loss of close to 5 yards. So it sets up 2nd and 15. Ball all the way back to the 38-yard line. One receiver goes out wide to the right, joined by a receiver in the slot, 2 to the left side. Chaz Coleman to throw it. Has time. Swings it out into the flat. Receiver makes a catch at the 35. Gets across the 30. Breaks the tackle to the 25-yard line. Still on his feet to the 20 and down near the 16-yard line. Wow. That is a max effort play by the Raider receiver and a big gain on the play.
Yeah, he swung it out to the right there. He made a nice catch. He was kind of playing with the cornerback as he shifted left and right and was able to cut across the field and pick up big yardage and a 1st down.
So that was Eris Coleman Bay, the Brown verbal on the reception, making men miss like he's playing in a video game. So it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 16-yard line of the Falcons. Receivers to the right and left. Coleman Going to pitch it to his running back this time, trying to get to the edge. He'll get to the 15 and pushed out of bounds near the 13-yard line. That was Steven Sims, the verbal commit to Youngstown State on the carry. And there's been more up the middle against the Falcons. There hasn't been as much to the edge defensively.
Yeah, there they did a little power toss, pulled the guard, and he was able to kind of try to get the corner. But a great defensive effort by Wayne Holloway from the corner position to be able to keep that to a minimal gain.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 8 after a pickup of 2 for the Raiders. Marcus Crum Jr. is the receiver on the numbers out to the right side. Coleman's going to take the snap. He's going to go right up the middle. Had a nice hole to follow his center down shy of the 10-yard line. He's going to pick up close to 4 yards and set up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, some good hitting going on there in the middle for Austintown to hold that to a short gain.
So 3rd down coming up for the Raiders from the 11-yard line of the Austintown Fitch Falcons. We've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this fast-moving, scoreless first quarter here tonight from Austintown. Coleman running back to his right. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Coleman drops back to throw, fires the slant beautifully into the end zone for a touchdown for the Raiders. A 10-yard pitch and catch with 2:31 to go here in, 21 on the touchdown catch. That's Devin Morgan on the touchdown for 10 yards. Coleman to Morgan.
Yeah, what a nice pass. Just hit him on a quick slant across the middle, led him perfectly for that score.
So the 10-yard pass completion for the touchdown. Now Chaz Coleman will hold, and Jaron Edmonds will come on to attempt the extra point for the Raiders. 2:31 to play, and a big touchdown drive, taking advantage of the turnover by the Raiders.
Yeah, that's one of the things that they were talking about that they needed to not do is turn the football over. They were able to get it on defense and go right down and score on the offense. So a nice drive for Warren Harding. Beautiful slant, pass, and catch there for Harding to get up here early.
They're going to change holders. Chaz Coleman to the sidelines. Devin Morgan now on to hold this extra point from Jaron Edmonds. And it's a low snap, and the conversion fails. So it is now Warren Harding 6 and the Austintown Fitch Falcons 0. Mark will keep it right here. 2:31 to play in this opening quarter. And big for the Raiders to get up early on the road.
Yeah, it definitely is for them. And they are right now doing what they need to do. Defensively, they're bending but not breaking, able to get the stop, get the turnover, and then drive right down the field and get a score. Obviously being able to convert that big 3rd down here and keep the chains moving. Obviously, the extra points, it's going to come down to those kind of things. You want to make sure that you can try to convert. But nonetheless, they're up 6-0 with 2:31 to go in the first quarter.
So the Raiders will kick the football back to the Falcons, trailing 6-0, 2:31 to play in this opening quarter. Now, this is where I normally tell you where we're going to be at for the next week of games, but we've got the playoffs starting next week, so we know a little bit. We'll get to that a little later on in the game. He'll run up on it, does Edmonds. He'll kick this one away. That's a low kick that kind of laid up at the 31-yard line and brought back to the 36-yard line. And so far, neither one of these coaches really wanting to kick the ball deep and let these returners have a chance to make some big plays.
Yeah, no, they know that either side can take one to the house with all these athletes. So a nice little pooch and be able to hold them for a 6-yard return. So really good job on special teams so far.
So South Range, according to Joe Idle, they have clinched a playoff spot. They have clinched a home game in round 1. They are playing Hubbard tonight to round out the regular season. We will be in North Lima next Friday with South Range and an opponent to be determined on Sunday afternoon. They will run it on to first down, and the running back got upended right at the line, actually before the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple yards, and it's going to bring up a second down and 11.
Yeah, Chaz Coleman knifing right in there and making the play for a loss of 1. What an outstanding defensive play.
So they will bring DeAndre Richard in motion. He'll now settle into the backfield on the left side of Colin Kalerher, the sophomore quarterback for the Falcons. Tight end in motion from left to right. They will give the ball to Richard, trying to follow that tight end to the outside. Now cuts back between the hashes, stays on his feet across midfield, 45, 40, and all the way down to the 39-yard line of the Raiders. DeAndre Richard, the big sophomore, just 2 hands wrapped on the football and a huge run.
Yeah, he was really patient, running to the right, looking for his blockers. And then he saw the cutback, and that's exactly what he did. He cut back all the way to the middle of the field with a nice little stiff arm to pick up a big gain.
25 yards on the pickup for Richard, the sophomore. They'll say he went down at the 40-yard line. We are down to 1 minute, 15 seconds to go here in this fast opening first quarter. Falcons going to split a receiver inside the hash marks to the right. 2 wings in the backfield, strong side to the left. They're going to run towards the middle. Richard broke the first tackle, stayed on his feet across the 45, still driving, the 35 and all the way down to the 30-yard line. Mark, he should have been dropped in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, he almost was dropped in the backfield by Chaz Coleman again on a blitz. He really dove at the knees and hemmed him up for a second, but he spun off that and spun off of a couple more would-be tacklers before he was tackled and picked up 9 yards on that play.
Second down and 1. We approach 30 seconds to play first quarter. Single receiver to each side, double wing formation. Kalerher, and now we've got movement. And again, this is defensive encroachment. And an easy 5 and another first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, this is something that Austintown needs. You know, we talked about a little bit of youth, right, on the offense. They had that turnover. How are they going to respond? And they need to respond, and they're doing it right now with flipping the field and driving here.
So first and 10 with the ball resting on the 26-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, tight end to the right side. Man went in motion. Here comes another flag. And this, again, is going to be on the defense. And Mark, as a former coach, this is something that will drive coaches crazy. 3 defensive encroachment penalties in this first quarter.
Yeah, Matt Richardson said, turnovers and penalties is what hurt them a lot last week, and now you're starting to see that happen again. So back-to-back penalties giving Austintown an easy 1st and 5.
We have come to the end of the first quarter here tonight in Austintown. After 1, it is the visiting Warren Harding Raiders 6 and the Austintown Fitch Falcons 0. We're back after this break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Getting set to begin a quarter number 2 here tonight as we now have the Falcons working right to left. They will run it and try to get to the outside inside the 15, 10, and down near the 7-yard line. And that's another run by DeAndre Richard.
I mean, Mark, he's showing why he's entering Week 10 with 1,041 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. He is just a workhorse right now, and he's showing that here early in this game.
I mean, you look at him. He's 5'9". He's 200 pounds. He's a 10th grader. I can only imagine he has a chance to develop into.
Oh, yeah. He has so much potential, speed, power, everything. We're seeing it right now.
So it is going to be 1st and a goal for the Falcons from the 5-yard line. And it's have a single receiver. That's Brady Evans to the left side. Receiver to the right side. They run it with Richard. Going to try and turn to the corner. Broke one tackle, broke another tackle. And Richard hammers into the end zone from 5 yards out. And we are now all tied up at 6 apiece.
Wow, we were just talking about his power. And he just showed that again as he just literally ran over Tyler Smith to get into the end zone and to tie this ball game up.
So Richard's 5-yard run brings Anthony Ruggles on to attempt the extra point with a chance to give the Falcons their first lead of the night. Play clock running down under 10 seconds. Snap is good. The extra point is up, and it is good. And that gives the Falcons a 7-6 lead here in the second quarter. We talked a little bit about Ruggles. The accolades are there. Cole's kicking ranks him the number 16 kicker in the country for the class of 25. And he's the number 1 kicker, according to Coles, in the state of Ohio, with a career long of 48 yards and reportedly already holds an offer from Akron. And we'll see who else comes along.
Well, you can see why, too. If you're here, you get to watch him in warm-ups. He's hitting from 45. I think his longest was 50 almost yards. He has such a leg, very accurate, and he showed that even in the extra point. He boomed it all the way down probably about another 60 yards, it looked like.
And the thing about it, too, is he's a two-sport star. There are many that say he might be a better soccer player than he is football.
Wow, that's impressive because he can kick the football. What a good answer, though, by Austintown to get right in this game, and not only that, take the lead.
A backyard rivalry, probably one of the 2 closest rivals in the Valley. Mineral Ridge and McDonald. That game is tied 7-7 on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard in the second quarter.
That's a big one.
Yeah, the 2 schools are maybe 5-6 minutes apart.
Yeah.
And neighboring communities, we've got a lot of that going on tonight. Ursuline Mooney, Poland Struthers. This a line drive kick that is going to go through the end zone, Mark, and towards the Raider band. Absolutely no chance to return that.
No chance whatsoever. He almost put it in a tuba back there.
You know, I've seen Ohio State kickers that couldn't do that.
Oh, right. And I'll tell you what, that's such a weapon when you have someone that can put the ball in the end zone, no return, because obviously Warren Harding has a lot of good return guys that could take it to the house. Give him no chance. Obviously, like we said, the band's in the back behind the end zone there, and he almost put one right into the band.
Yeah, kickoff from Ruggles brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. For an appointment, give them a call at 330-534-3192. Raiders down by 1, 7-6 have the football on their own 20-yard line. They're going to pitch it towards the outside. That is Steven Sims. And Sims trying to get the corner. And there is no running room whatsoever. Both of these teams have really taken away the edge so far tonight.
Yeah, I think both teams are aware of how important the edges are, right? Because a lot of hay can be made if they get outside on the edge. And they're doing great jobs both defensively to string everything out for short gains.
11 minutes, 14 seconds, clock rolling, second quarter, 7-6, Austintown Fitch leading Warren Harding on the Cleveland Cobras game of the week. Chaz Coleman is your quarterback. Takes the snap, going to pitch it to his running back who is deep and looking to throw. And he's going to fire this one over the head of his intended target. Looking for Devin Morgan.
Yeah.
Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, I think his first option, he was trying to go to number 29, looking downfield, Marcus Crum, and well covered by Wayne Holloway deep. So he did his check down and said, no, better just throw it away. Smart decision.
Eris Coleman Bay on that attempt. So it is going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 to go for the Raiders.
I like it. They tried to take a shot, try to catch him sleeping.
And now we've got a whistle, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. So timeout, we'll keep it right here. And, this game is kind of, so far, the way we anticipated that it might be, in the fact that, first possession kind of feeling each other out. Now we're seeing both of these teams go to their strengths offensively.
Yeah, they're definitely relaxed now a little bit more. They kind of filling each other out, like you said. And obviously trying to hit Crum down the sideline. That was their first one. He's a big weapon for them. 24 catches, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like you said, Brown University commit. Unbelievable. They got some weapons out here. Stephen Smith is another one. Eris Coleman Bay. So I'm kind of looking to see if they can't get the running game going, they're going to start going to the air.
Don't forget, if you're looking for the Cavaliers home opener tonight, that is over on Z104, 103.9 FM is where you can find all of the Cavs games. Coleman to throw it. That pass overthrown, but incomplete. Falcon defender tried to come up on that football, but just couldn't quite get 2 hands under it, and it'll bring up 4th down and 9. And the Raiders are going to be forced to punt the ball away.
Yeah, Junie Higgs came up there from the safety spot, almost picked it off. He was unable to scoop it up. That would have gave them the ball at the 35, but nonetheless it hits the turf, and they're going to have to punt.
Cavaliers right back in action tomorrow night here on Sports Radio 1240 and Z104. So it is Chaz Coleman who does a little bit of everything for the Raiders now to punt the football away.
Yeah, he is a great athlete. He can run, he can throw, and now we're going to get to see him kick.
Brady Evans, the punt returner, back at his 39-yard line for the Falcons. High snap, Coleman pulls it down, gets his foot into this booming kick. Evans from his 41-yard line. Made the first man miss. It got across the 45 and then thrown to the turf right at the 45-yard line, and that punt had a little bit of hype on it.
Yeah, well, so does the punter, right? A good thing he was 6'5", or that thing would have went over his head. He played backstop, was able to pull it down and get a nice one off.
We talked about Chaz Coleman in the pregame show. Multiple Division I schools looking at him more as a defensive player, hearing rumors of Kentucky and Ole Miss and Florida State among just a list of teams interested in his services at the next level.
Well, yeah, his size and his athleticism and speed, I think anybody would be a good candidate to have him on their team.
Single receivers to each side for the Falcons, a wing to the left. Kelleher takes the snap. He'll put it into the belly of his running back, who broke a couple of tackles again. And across the 45 to the 46-yard line is DeAndre Richard, the sophomore, who is up over the 80-yard mark already here in this first half.
Yeah, he is unbelievable. I'll tell you what, he escaped Chaz Coleman 3 times already. They sent him on a blitz, and he's in the backfield before anybody can even blink an eye, but he was lucky to get out of that tackle and pick up a good 2-3 yards.
You know what, Mark Michael says? No, Mark, you're wrong. He's at 74 yards rushing so far. So he's close to 80, but he's not there yet.
Nobody's perfect.
2nd down coming up after the gain of 2. They will run it again with DeAndre Richard. And Richard across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. This sets up a 3rd and long for the Falcons.
Mark, that was Junie Higgs on that carry, giving him a little bit of a rest, it looked like. Nice, decent run, but only a pickup of about 2 or 3.
And you look up and down the skill players, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, only a couple of seniors, and Ruggles, the kicker, and Natali, the second tight end. This is a very young team.
Yeah, very young team, but very athletic. You can see it here on display.
3rd down and 6 for the Falcons. They will put twins to each side, single back in the backfield with Kelleher. He takes the snap, has a deep drop. Going to fire the pass out. Receiver made the catch and got knocked down after just a 1-yard gain. That's no running room for Brady Evans. And it brings up 4th down and about 5 yards to go.
Yeah, nice defensive tackle there. That was tackle made by number 5. I'm trying to find him here. Well, anyway, beautiful defensive play to bring up that 4th down.
Yeah, no 5 on the roster, so we apologize for that. So Ruggles to punt. Single returner back at his 10-yard line. Good snap. Ruggles gets the kick away. A fair catch called for. This is going to hit the turf. And this will take a Falcon roll inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. And you could say one thing for a punter that can just boom rockets, but when you can drop them in like that, that shows you kicking abilities at the next level.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And coffin corner kicks are big, right? Got a nice roll inside the 15 down to about roughly at the 10-yard line. That is game-changing, right, and field-changing.
Coffin corner, not that term you hear that much anymore. But exactly what it was, kick it, drop it in there, let your recovery team get down there to down the football. So the Raiders take over, 1st down and a 10 from the 10-yard line. Coleman turns, hands the ball off. That looked like Sims on the carry. And Steven Sims is going to get maybe a yard. It sets up a 2nd down and 9. And both of these defenses are starting to lock things down.
Well, yeah, and you look at, I think that tackle's made by Jonathan Marsteller and then Rocco DeFlorio, one of their big-time defenders for the Falcons.
2nd and 9. We're under 8 minutes to play first half. Austintown Fitch 7, Warren Harding 6. It's been a good one so far. And that also looks like James Jones now in there at the quarterback spot, the sophomore, wearing number 12. He'll clap, take the snap, look to throw, fires it out to the flat. Receiver makes the catch and is escorted out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Raiders.
Yeah, nice little defensive stop there. Kind of threw him out of bounds. No harm, no foul. He slipped and fell over there by the track. We talk about Rocco DeFlorio. As to date, the senior linebacker registered 77 tackles, 33 solos, 2.5 tackles for loss. Just an outstanding athlete on the defense.
Trips for the Raiders to the right. Single back in the backfield with the sophomore quarterback, James Jones. Jones claps, drops to throw. Hit as he throws. Pass is going to be caught over the middle and out to the 20-yard line, but that's still going to be about are they going to give him the 1st down? That's a generous spot. There was just enough on the reception by Eris Coleman Bay for the 1st down.
Yeah, Dylan Cron came up and he laid the wood, but he didn't wrap, right? And he slid off of that and was able to, spin off and get that 1st down. So a huge new set of downs for Warren Harding.
Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. 7-6, Austintown Fitch leading Warren Harding. James Jones, the sophomore quarterback, will put trips to his right side. Single back in the backfield to his right as well. He'll take the low snap, and he's going to give that football off. Just barely able to get that into the hands of his ball carrier, and that turned into a nice gain on 1st down.
It looked like Steven Sims on that carry. They went trips to the right, went back with the left there, and he had some nice running room, good blocking, pickup of about 8 yards on that play.
2nd down and 2. B.J. Coleman will check in. Steven Sims comes to the sidelines for the Raiders. Raiders head coach Matt Richardson, 6-2 in his first year at the helm. Again, trips to the right, single receiver. Trips to the right, single back in the backfield. Jones takes the football. He's just going to run with it right up the middle. And he needed 2 yards. He got 3 yards. And that is going to be enough to move the chains for the Raiders. And Mark, last week when Jones came in, took a couple of big shots on one drive. And you heard Coach Richardson talk about it in the pregame show. Really impressed by the toughness of the sophomore to bounce right back up, realize, I can take a hit like that and I'm okay.
Yeah, and you could see he definitely is no problem with taking hits. He took a couple hits there and was able to drive through them.
Single back in the backfield with James Jones. Now it's trips to the left side of the formation on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Going to swing that out into the flat as the receiver made the catch.
Yeah, swing pass out there. Nice pickup on 2nd down. It's going to get him closer to the line to gain here. Be about a long yard or so.
So that is Coleman Bay again on the reception. He's having himself a big first half. It is going to be 2nd down and 1 after the 9-yard gain. We're under 5 minutes now to play here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, James Jones at quarterback giving, Chaz some breathing room here a little break.
Trips to the right, single back into the backfield. They give the ball to Steven Sims. Sims broke a couple of tackles, got the first down, and got out of bounds. And nice running by the Youngstown State verbal commit to pick up the first down.
Yeah, they're finding a lot of running room when they go away from that trips. I don't know what they're seeing, but obviously they need to continue to stick with it because they're getting 5, 6, 7 yards sometimes at a pop.
Marcus Crum Jr. going to check in for this play. And coming to the sidelines, that is... I can get you a number of that player that came off the field. Trips again to the right. Running back is to the left of James Jones. Fires the deep out that was able to squeeze through. And Marcus Crum Jr. made the reception. And that is going to move the chains. And that was a dangerous and long throw by the sophomore, James Jones.
Yeah, just, he threw it about 25 yards, it seemed like, just to make a few. And I'll tell you what, it hung out there so long, I thought it was going to be a pick 6. But he got it in there fast enough. He threw the 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's a strike.
I've seen this young sophomore has a bright future for Coach Richardson in this program. If you weren't with us in the pregame show, he said, on average, gets the series every 2 or 3. That's going to be Steven Sims on the carry, who was spun down awkwardly at the 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 7 with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, they did much better job, and I'm talking about Austintown Fitch stopping that play. They ran a power play back away from the trips, and this is the shortest, I think, gain that they got on that when they go away from the trip. So pretty good job, and obviously Rocco DeFlorio on the tackle there.
Trips to the left. And a flag immediately thrown by the side judge. And I think are we going to get a sideline warning on the Raiders? I believe we are. Yep.
That'll be their first one of the day.
So the next one will be a penalty. Again, trips to the left. Jones takes the snap, gives the ball to his tailback. That's B.J. Coleman. Wow. And good pursuit to the ball by the Falcon defense. Coleman squeezed about a half yard out of that play, and it brings up now a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, great job by the defensive line. Again, what they're trying to do is they're trying to go away from DeFloria. They get the trips over there and get him set to the strength, running away from it. But that time, D-line said, no way. Stacked him up for a short to no gain there.
And when you're 5'11 and 220 and a linebacker, you're going to want to run away from that guy. So 3rd down and long for the Raiders. Jones sends the slot receiver. That's Coleman Bay in motion. Jones loading up, taking a shot downfield. Man out there. Jump ball is knocked away. Devin Morgan, the intended target. And just got a hand in there in the last second to knock that pass away.
Yeah, Tyler Smith blanketed him pretty good. The receiver did jump up and go for it. I thought maybe he was going to come down, but Smith said no way, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that ball was in the air easily 45-plus yards from James Jones.
Made it look easy.
So it'll be Chaz Coleman to punt. Single returner back deep. Coleman, high, short kick that it will just back away from. This will take a Raider roll inside the 15, and it'll go out of bounds near the 12-yard line.
And I'm going to use that again. A coffin corner, a nice, beautiful punt. Hitting him deep.
So 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go here tonight from Austintown. And sometimes I get caught. I don't know. Should I look at that scoreboard to my left? Right. Should I look at this scoreboard to my right?
Yeah, they're spoiled out here. They got beautiful facility, and they got 2 big digital scoreboards. It's amazing.
Now, your first time here, you're impressed by the facility.
I am. I had to come like about an hour or so early just to take it all in and look at the venue. It's absolutely gorgeous here.
So 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Again, 2:08 to play in this first half. Kaler has one running back with him in the backfield. He'll drop inside the 5 to throw. He's going to step up into a deep shot. Has a man out there, and he's able to hold on to it, kind of popped it in the air, and made the catch for the big gain for the Falcons. That is Brady Evans, the junior, who is the deep threat, 5'10", 175 on the straight go. And Kaler threw a dime right to him.
What an amazing pitch and catch. He hit him on that post route in stride. He bobbled it on the reception and then brought it back in. What a great play. Wow, 50 yards.
And now we've got a penalty. The flag came from the side judge working in front of the Falcon bench, and for a moment, there was a coach over there. He just kind of gave the step back, kind of like, I got this.
Right. Yeah, looks like they're going to wave it off here.
So that whatever the conversation was, they picked up the flag. So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Run it with Richard again up the middle. Excuse me, that's Junie Hinks on the carry. 7 and 2 are not easy to defer all the way up here.
Right. Good hard run off the left guard there, up the middle for a good pickup of 5 before he was tackled by Kevin Clark. Excuse me. That was Raytwan Hill.
2nd down and 5 for the Falcons. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left side. Kaler dropping to throw. Has time. Going to take another deep shot. Receiver and corner got tangled up, and a late flag came out, and I don't know.
I don't know, Mark. I don't know if I like that.
Seemed like they kind of both got tangled up going downfield, and that might have been one I'd have kept in my pocket.
Yeah, there's some hand fighting, right? They're just jockeying for position down the sideline. The ball was definitely thrown a little bit too far out of everybody's reach. I don't know if I like it.
So they're going to mark off this pass interference penalty on the Falcons. That'll be their first infraction of the first half, only our 4th so far in tonight's game.
Yeah, we saw that back-to-back a couple times, and then it died down. They started playing some disciplined football on either side.
So move the ball down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Falcons, who went to the line, then they decided they would huddle back up and got that little sugar huddle right back to the line with 10 seconds to go. Twins right and left. Kaler has a running back. That's Higgs. And now we've got a whistle, and the Falcons are going to take a timeout. We will as well. 1:03 to play here in the first half. It is Austintown Fitch 7 and the Warren Harding Raiders 6. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
We are just 63 seconds away from halftime. It is Austintown Fitch 7, Warren Harding 6. Off the timeout, Raiders single to the right, Twins to the left. Kayla Hurd, deep drop, roll one to his right. Eyes downfield, fires downfield. They're going to call that a good catch, walking the sidelines.
Beautiful catch on the sideline for about 9 yards. He had both feet in. He only needed one. What a great catch.
That is a gain of about 8 yards on the reception. And it looked like it might have been Braden Bryant, number 21, making that catch. They're going to run this football right up the middle. Inside the 5, still pushing the pile down near the goal line and down to the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
It's going to be first and goal for the Falcons. They want to go quickly.
Yeah, they're trying to get a quick one off, get in the end zone. And they do.
And now into the end zone for the touchdown. So the 1 yard touchdown run by that's DeAndre Richard with his second touchdown. This one with just 40 seconds to go in the half.
Right up the middle, powered his way right in.
So Richard with his second touchdown. And now Ruggles on to attempt the extra point. Snap and hold are good, and Ruggles' extra point clears the band, heading for the track, had plenty of distance, and that makes the score Austintown Fitch 14 and a Warren Harding 6. And Mark, we'll see what Coach Richardson decides to do. He's got 2 timeouts left, but just 40 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, see if they're going to open it up and send a few downfield. Try to see if they can get some of their athletes in space. Obviously, defensively, you're going to be backing up and trying to play a little bit of a prevent defense.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have Michael Rickards' first half stats. We'll have this week's edition of the President's Athletic Conference Report with Commissioner Joanne Derka. We'll get Mark's keys to the second half for both teams. All that coming up in just 40 seconds. So Ruggles set to kick the football away. The ball at the 40-yard line, and there's 3 Raiders back deep inside the 5. I don't think Warren Harding is convinced that Ruggles is going to kick this ball away. So now with 3 returners back deep, Ruggles with the ball teed up at the 40. And he will drive this one over the head of all 3 returners, hit the back line of the end zone before going out of bounds.
They might need to put some air in that ball after he kicked about half of it out of it. What an absolute leg he has.
We have seen some impressive kickers over the years, but he is right up there with them. Discount Power Sports scoreboard halftime. South Range a 24-0 lead over the Hubbard Eagles.
Yeah, I don't think that's really any surprise to anyone. Just absolutely playing great defense and obviously getting that offense going early.
Hubbard with needing a win to get into the postseason and have a 500 season. We'll see what the Raiders decide to do here. No time came off the clock with that booming kickoff. Chaz Coleman back at the quarterback spot will drop to throw. Time. Now he'll run away from the defense. He's going to go all the way across the field, and that's a sliding catch back at the 25-yard line by number 21. That is Devin Morgan, the senior, on the reception.
Wow, I mean, he was all the way to the left side by the numbers and threw it back across, sidearm like a Bernie Kosar throw, and it was caught. A little bit dangerous, but he looked real comfortable back there.
Timeout called by the Raiders with 17 seconds to go, and that, hash mark to hash mark throw off the back foot, just kind of a little flip of the wrist from all that distance.
Yeah, he made it look easy, but it is obviously dangerous. You don't want one to float up there and give Fitch an easy pickoff and take it back. Got about 17 seconds, wondering if they may try to send a bunch deep and try to hit somebody underneath. Maybe about 10 yards, you find that dead space, and then that kick can maybe make some people miss and try to get into the end zone.
Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Stack 2 receivers to the right, split 2 to the left side. Coleman takes the snap, 5-step drop, stands in the pocket, goes over the middle, pass caught by Sims across the 40, 45, near the 50, and down to the 49-yard line of the Falcons.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying, Mark, is they sent everybody deep and one across the middle and hit them.
And 2 quick plays and another timeout. Correct that. That was Matt Richardson, number 10 on the reception that time for the Raiders, down to their 49-yard line. And you kind of scripted. You saw the potential for that play. What did you see that you thought that might work?
Well, you see prevent defenses. Everybody's backing up. They've got 5 defensive backs 10 yards off the football, so it leaves a lot of the middle open. And that's what happens. You send everybody deep to occupy those zones as they back up. You send somebody in the middle and you throw it, and he's got plenty of space. You saw he had about 10 yards between the next defender, and he made a couple guys miss. And that's what you do. I think that's a really good thing. I would say now, if I was going to go for something, maybe a little hook and ladder, something like that, where you hit him across the middle and bring it coming back the other way. I know we're getting a little bit fancy there, but
let's say, did Coach Means call plays like that? I know broadcaster Means likes them.
Every once in a while, yeah. We have to dial something up. But you see how many they got back.
Trips to the right, single receiver left, single back in the backfield with Chaz Coleman. Again, 5-step drop. He's going to run with the football. He stepped up right to the line as a flag flew, and that pass was going to be intercepted at about the 6-yard line, but we've got a penalty flag back at the 46-yard line, and Coleman might have stepped over the line when he threw that ball. But
yeah, he stepped up and then stepped back. It's going to be a holding call. That's going to end the half. It's going to be declined, and it's going to leave it right here, 14-6. Falcons on top over Warren Harding.
We will step aside and get ready to begin the postgame. I'm trying to rush this game through. Begin the halftime show at the break. Austintown Fitch 14, Warren Harding 6 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for October 26, 2024. I'm Joe Underko. This week we will take a quick look back at last Saturday's gridiron action in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing Week 8 football games this coming weekend. After 7 weeks, Case Western Reserve sits alone atop the PAC at 6-0, following a 52-7 home win over Teal. The Spartans now face all 4 league heavyweights sitting 1 game behind with 1 loss each to close the season. The headline game saw W&J upset number 7 ranked Grove City 27-19, breaking the Wolverines' 16-game regular season win streak. Westminster kept pace, improving to 5-1 with a 56-0 homecoming shutout of St. Vincent. In other action, Geneva improved to 3-4 by beating visiting Allegheny 30-13, and Waynesburg topped winless Bethany 34-14. Carnegie Mellon had the Week 7 bye. PAC Player of the Week honors for Week 7 went to W&J junior wideout Jacob McCosco on offense, with a career-high 13 catches for 160 yards and 2 TDs versus Grove City. Sophomore DB Quillick Wooten of Waynesburg on defense for posting 4 tackles, an interception, a forced fumble, and a blocked field goal versus Bethany. And sophomore running back Elijah Grayer of Westminster on special teams with a blocked punt and 3 coverage tackles. Newcomer of the week was Geneva freshman defensive back Cody Patterson, with 8 tackles and a fumble recovery versus Allegheny. Week 8 features another huge battle between league contenders, as 6-0 Case Western Reserve travels to New Wilmington to face 5-1 Westminster under the Harold Burry Stadium lights at 7 p.m. The Spartans handed the Titans a 31-6 defeat in Cleveland a year ago, but Westminster won the last matchup at Burry Stadium with a 14-13 final in 2022. Titan head coach Scott Benzel previews the big matchup.
Yeah, Case is always well coached. Greg does a tremendous job. They're very senior oriented. They've got a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. We're still very young, particularly defensively. It's going to take an approach of we've got to play great complementary football.
1-6 Allegheny will look to end a 6-game skid when the Gators host 2-4 Waynesburg at Frank Fuhrer Field in Meadville at 5 p.m. Allegheny has won all 6 all-time meetings against the Yellow Jackets. The two teams played one of the most thrilling games of the 2023 season in the PAC, with the Gators prevailing 39-36 in overtime in Waynesburg. Allegheny head coach Braden Laird notes what his team will need to do to continue their recent success against the Yellow Jackets.
As much as we can stay on the field offensively, that will really help us. I think have taken a big step up offensively in their ability to run the football, and it's always been their MO and what they want to do, but their effectiveness of doing it this year, I think, is substantially better.
The path forward doesn't get any easier for 1-6 St. Vincent, as the Bearcats host 5-1 Carnegie Mellon at Chuck Knoll Field in Latrobe at 1 p.m. CMU leads the all-time series, which dates back to 1926, 12-5-1, including a 38-0 blanking of the Bearcats in Pittsburgh a year ago. St. Vincent head coach Aaron Smetanka talks about keeping his program positive and focused during an injury-riddled campaign.
Yeah, you talk about the positive. I mean, that's part of our core values, is that positive attitude, no matter what situation is thrown at us. We've had a very different situation this year that I've ever been a part of playing or coaching. The amount of injuries that we've had here is unspeakable. I'm being honest, it's some of the depth that is some of our positions. We're playing 3rd, 4th, and in some positions 5th string guys, which I've never seen from, but our guys have done a great job of just being positive in the moments.
In other Week 8 PAC games, the annual Mercer County Cup game between 5-1 Grove City and 1-5 Teal takes place at Thorne Field in Grove City at 1 p.m. GCC leads the Cup Series 27-12 since 1984 and has won the last 6 meetings, including a 31-0 shutout in Greenville last season. Finally, 6-1 Washington and Jefferson host 0-6 Bethany at Cameron Stadium in Washington at 1 p.m. It's the 100th all-time meeting between the local rivals in a series dominated by W&J 78-21, including a 42-7 President win last year. Geneva has the Week 8 bye. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
That was PAC Commissioner Joe Underko with the PAC report. We are here at halftime. It is Austintown Fitch 14 and Warren Harding 6. Don't forget, coming up on Western Reserve Radio tomorrow, a simulcast of Teal and Grove City with myself and Chris Birch. Pregame at 12:15, kickoff at 1 o'clock. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll look at Michael Rickard's first half numbers. That's coming up after this timeout on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
And we welcome you back to Austintown as the Falcons hold a 14-6 lead over the visiting Warren Harding Raiders. In the background, you hear the Falcon marching band with the fans' halftime entertainment. One quick score we need to pass along, Mark, on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, a game you can hear on City View Sportscast and AM 600. Right now, Poland with a 7-0 lead over Struthers at the break.
Yeah, it sounds like a good defensive battle going on all the way into halftime here. And what it's going to come down to is the same thing in the second half, is that defense both playing well for each team.
Taking a look at the unofficial first half numbers. First for the visiting Warren Harding Raiders, Steven Sims carried it 6 times for 18 yards. Chaz Coleman, 3 for 15. James Jones, 1 for 4. B.J. Coleman, 4 for -1. Throwing the football so far for the Raiders, well, they had 3 different people throw the football in the first half. Chaz Coleman, 4 of 6, 63 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. James Jones, the sophomore, had 1 drive, 4 of 5 for 30 yards. Eris Coleman Bay, the wide receiver, was 0 for 1. Leading receiver is Coleman Bay, 4 catches for 42 yards. Matt Richardson, 1 for 25. Devin Morgan, 2 for 16 and a touchdown. For the Falcons, they are led in rushing by DeAndre Richard. Not a bad first half at all, Mark. 12 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's been an absolute beast. He's fast. He's strong. Come on, 85 yards in the first half and 2 touchdowns.
Junie Higgs, 2 carries for 7 yards. Colin Kalahar, 1 for 3. Kalahar throwing the football tonight, 5 of 7 for 56 yards. Did have the 1 interception. Leading receiver is Brady Evans, had 2 catches for 51 yards, and 50 of those came on that long catch near the end of the half.
Yeah, you look at this, and it's kind of a tale of 2 tapes, really, right now with Warren, rushing for like 37 yards. I mean, the defense has been outstanding for Fitch, and both defenses have been playing well. But I'll tell you what, when you have Richards, on the other side, being able to run the football hard like that and sustain a lot of first downs and grinding it out, that's going to make it really tough sledding for Harding.
First half numbers as well for the Falcons: 1 turnover, 1 penalty. The Raiders, 1 turnover, 3 penalties. Not a lot of scoring in the first half. 2:31 of the opening quarter. It was Chaz Coleman to Morgan, 10 yards out. The extra point failed. It was a 6-0 lead for the Raiders. Then the first of 2 touchdown runs for the Falcons running back in DeAndre Richard. 11:47 of the second quarter. Richard 5 yards out. The extra point by Ruggles made it 7-6. And then with just 40 seconds to go in the half, Richard's second touchdown, this one from 1 yard out. Ruggles' extra point made it 14-6 here at the half. And as you said, I almost kind of feel like it's a bit of a basketball game. It's been a game of first half runs.
Yeah, it has. And you look at it, if you kind of flip it, right, for Warren, they passed for 93 total yards, close to 100, right? And Fitch's ran for almost 100. So it really it's kind of a cat and mouse game so far. Both defenses have been playing very well. Again, it's the turnovers, the penalties, and things like that kind of put, Fitch up on top.
We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll go to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard to get you caught up on scores around the Valley. At the break, it is Austintown Fitch 14, Warren Harding 6 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Accidents
happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime continues here from Austintown. Falcons with a 14-6 lead here at the break. It's time for the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. You can visit them at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 330-717-4441. Taking a look at the scoreboard marks, second quarter, Garfield on top of Brookfield 14-7. Camel leading Waterloo 8-6. Of course, that's where our friend Dave Clark is tonight, his daughter's senior night. Dave is there celebrating that with the family. He'll be back with us next week for South Range football.
Yeah, that's special to be there and be with his daughter and the family. It's good.
One of the games we're keeping an eye on from a Warren Harding perspective is Boardman and Canfield. Second quarter, 21-17, Boardman leading Canfield.
Wow.
Let's see, East leading Cheney 14-7 in the second quarter. Niles down 21-0 in the second quarter to Girard. Halftime, it is South Range 24-0 over Hubbard. Can also tell you, we mentioned it, it is a 7-0 Poland over Struthers. That game is at the break. Matthews trailing Ashtabula St. John 16-0 at the break. Mineral Ridge McDonald tied up at 7. A couple of Mercer County scores for you as well. Slippy Rock on top of Mercer 7-0 at the break. And Ursuline leading Mooney in the Holy War for 2024, 16-0. That game is approaching halftime. And, you know, a lot of years we start a week early in Ohio than Western Pennsylvania. But this is one of those odd years where we're right in line with everyone in Western PA this year.
Yeah, we are. It's a little bit different. You know, I keep thinking, well, this is playoff week, I guess, for Ohio. No, it's not. That's next week. So definitely is different. But I kind of like it. I like it for one reason, but then I don't like it for another reason because I usually get to go see an Ohio team first week.
We're going to take our final break. When we come back, third quarter is coming up next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. It is a 14-6 lead for the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Mark, put your coaching hat on for the Raiders. What are their adjustments for the second half?
Well, they have to stop the run, number one. They have to really be a little bit more physical at the in the line of scrimmage there and control it. And, really offensively, continue to do what they do, but they have to be able to, sustain drives, move the sticks, get down there and score. I think they can do that. They need a 2-point conversion maybe to tie this baby up right away. But really, I think it's just controlling the line of scrimmage, both sides of the football, being able to run it better than what they have in the first half. They've been able to throw it pretty decently, but defensively, they've been allowing, Richards to run pretty much at will.
Now for the Falcons, what do you see for them in the second half?
Well, second for them, more of the same, really. They've been able to control the line of scrimmage, and they've been able to run the football, run the clock. So if they can do that and get another score and get up by 2 scores, and continue to play good, solid defense, I think they're on their way to a victory tonight.
This has been a close game throughout. We know last year's game was a 1-point game and a win for the Falcons, 14-13. So we will have to see how tonight's game plays out. We can tell you tonight's third quarter brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team. They're looking for Valley High School and college talent to join their roster. For more information, check out the Mahoning Valley Federal's Developmental Football Team on Facebook or call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099 as we get set to begin this second half of action. And what's turned out to be a beautiful night for football. And it is a Repair That Glass kickoff. Repair That Glass offers a full range of automotive repairs. For an appointment, call them at 330-534-3192. Mark Means, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven, back at our Western Reserve Radio studios in Struthers. Dave Ferris, our engineer, Ben Schlegel for Cumulus Youngstown. Ruggles gets his foot into this, and this is a high, deep kick, and that one about 2 yards from the back line of the end zone and through the end zone and out of bounds. Raiders will start 1st and 10, left to right from their 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's such a great weapon again. Like I said, you got to go 80 yards, especially in high school. You don't see that too often, and he's pretty consistent with kicking it to the back of the end zone.
No surprise, but we're getting reports from our crew at Struthers. Poland and Struthers, not an empty seat in the house.
Wow.
I mean, that's a big game. That's a rivalry. Makes for a fun Friday night in the Valley. Chaz Coleman starts the second half at quarterback. He'll have trips to the left and a wing to the right side. Play clock down under 12 seconds. Slot man goes in motion. Coleman will give it to Bay. That's Coleman Bay on the carry. And he'll have a short gain, only a couple of yards, and bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, trying to get to the edge there on the nice jet sweep. Picked up a good 4 yards before he was tackled by Junie Higgs.
Also getting reports that McDonald Mineral Ridge game, not an empty seat in the house there. Good to see for Week 10 when there are games that matter on the schedule. And they matter because they're rivalries, and they matter because of the postseason.
Right. It's always nice to see rivalries late in the year.
Coleman, empty backfield with trips to the left and a wing to the right side. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Raiders taking their time. It's down to 3. Coleman Bay goes in motion, fake the jet sweep to him. Chaz Coleman's going to keep the football, and he's going to have a first down all the way out near the 39-yard line. That's a big run for first down for the Raiders. And we've got a player slow to get up for the Falcons at the 42-yard line. That was a new ball carrier in there we haven't seen. Is that Jamal Martin on the carry?
Looked like it, yeah.
And it's number 18, Jamal Martin for the Raiders. Listed as a quarterback in the roster, but we had a Falcon player definitely slow to get up, but good to see him jogging off the field. And that looked like that's number 2. That's the backup tailback, Junie Higgs.
Yeah, and he's been all over the field defensively tonight.
Can update another Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. It is 14-14 between Mineral Ridge and McDonald. Under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter there. So off the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. And that is a swing pass out to the flat. Pass caught across the 50, 45, and 40. And let's get you updated. That is a new quarterback in there for the Raiders. So that is Jamal Martin, number 18, now playing quarterback for the Raiders.
Yeah, a nice swing pass out to Coleman Bay. And he showed off his speed down the sideline. But there's a penalty flag. That's going to bring that play back.
So the penalty on the Raiders will be their 4th and just our 5th in this game so far tonight.
Yeah, a fairly clean game throughout the night.
So Jamal Martin is a senior who is now in at the quarterback spot for the Raiders, wearing number 18. Trips to the right, wing to the left side. Martin takes the snap, swings the ball end of the flat. That's Coleman Bay with the catch. Made the first man miss. Stayed on his feet across the 50. Spun through a tackle, 45, and out of bounds near the 44-yard line. Eris Coleman Bay, the verbal to Brown University, with a big gain and a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, back-to-back plays for him. Big plays, showing off his athleticism. 12 catches, 172 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm surprised he hasn't got a lot more touches.
So Jamal Martin remains the quarterback with a wing to the right and trips to the left. And you've said it, it's been a lot of running away from the trips, especially at the end of the first half.
Yeah, they definitely want to stay away from that linebacker.
Receiver goes in motion. That's Coleman Bay. And now Martin's just going to keep it. And he'll dive down to the 40-yard line. That's to pick up a 4. It's 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, a good hard run up the middle. I'll tell you what, it's sometimes a little bit hard to tell who's at quarterback. They both look the same. Tall, big, strong.
Trips to the left, wing to the right side. Martin checking with the sidelines. Play clock, plenty of time, under 20 seconds. Game clock approaching 9 minutes in the third. Coleman Bay in motion. He'll get the handoff. And Coleman Bay is going to push the pile down near the 35-yard line. He's still going to be shy a little more than a yard, and he'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit more jet sweeps in the second half here, really able to get the edge, better blocking up front as well and on the edge. It's going to be a 3rd and short here. Really good drive so far in this opening of the second half for Harding.
Martin breaks the huddle, sends trips to the left. That's Coleman Bay in the slot to the left side, a wing to the right side. Martin looking at the sidelines, play clock approaching 10 seconds. It's 3rd down and a little more than 1. Coleman Bay in motion. Martin's going to keep it. He's going to dive and has the first down as he gets down to about the 33-yard line, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, something you don't see very often is Rocco DeFlorio missing a tackle. He was there, and he was unable to make the tackle, and they were able to pick up the first down.
So Jamal Martin, the senior, picks up the first down, continues the drive for the Raiders. Trips to the right. That's Stavian Blackwell, the fullback, on a wing to the left side with Jamal Martin, the quarterback. And the Raiders a little off cue as they got a false start on a couple of wide receivers. That'll back them up 5, their 5th penalty of tonight's game.
Yeah, Mark, so far, great drive. They were starting to have some consistency, being able to work the edge and then get back up into the middle with some nice runs. Yeah, you hate to see them with that penalty to set them back here behind the sticks.
First and 15, ball back to the 38-yard line. Trips right, wing to the left. Quarterback back to throw, swings it out into the flat. Richardson makes the catch, and he'll get thrown out of bounds, and a flag comes in at the end of the play.
Yeah.
And a round of applause from the Raider players after that.
Well, they were reading it. Fitch knew maybe they were going to throw that little screen or to the flat. They bid on it, but the first guy was not able to make the tackle, and then Marky Fitzgerald come in and grabbed him and threw him out of bounds a little bit late.
And that'll be a dead ball personal foul on the Falcons. And that will give the Raiders a first down via the penalty, only the second penalty on the Raiders tonight.
So moving the sticks here inside the 25-yard line. They're having a good drive so far, like we talked about.
And now in there at the quarterback, it's James Jones, the sophomore. Got a full house backfield, 2 running backs to his right and one a couple deep behind him. Jones takes the snap, gives the ball to Sims, and Sims is going to be dropped right at the line. No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10, and that is a completely new look from Coach Richardson we have not seen.
Yeah, it was a power set. Out of the gun, they ran right at him, and I'll tell you what, DeMar Rogers blew that up in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. Strength on strength.
So it is going to be 2nd and 11. Ball's on the 24-yard line. James Jones, the quarterback. He's got running backs surrounding him right, left, and directly behind him. He'll drop to throw, has a one-on-one matchup out there and flings the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. That is a 23-yard touchdown pass for the Warren Harding Raiders.
Marcus Crum Jr.
And that is number 29, Marcus Crum Jr. on the reception.
Wow, what a beautiful ball. He just flung it out there, back shoulder throw, turned the receiver where he could catch it, made a nice catch into the end zone, and they are pulling within 2 now in this game.
So they will leave the offense out there and go for the 2-point conversion. 23-yard pitch and catch from Jones to Crum Jr. And now back out at the quarterback spot is going to be Jamal Martin. Martin's going to keep it, run into the pile, try to spin for the goal line, but he is not able to get in. So with 6:11 to play here in this third quarter, it is Austintown Fitch 14, Warren Harding 12. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here in Austintown, 14-12, Falcons leading the Raiders. And Mark, what did you think about Coach Richardson's decision to go for 2 there?
Yeah, I think I like it because it's early. If you didn't get it, you know what you need to do later on. But they had a bad snap on the first PAT, so.
Okay, so we got an update from the other side of the press box as that kickoff goes out of bounds. So 18 has been at quarterback, but we now find out, well, you mentioned how big 18 was.
Yeah, he looked exactly the same.
Because he is the same. That is Chaz Coleman wearing 18, we are now told.
Oh, okay.
So Coleman now wearing 18 instead of his usual 1 after the jersey got ripped. We want to thank the other side of the press box for that update. It's like he does look eerily similar to Chaz Coleman.
Yeah.
Because he is Chaz Coleman.
A little bit wider because he has another digit on his jersey, but other than that, wow.
First possession, second half for the Falcons, going right to left from their 25-yard line with Colin Kaleher at the quarterback spot. He will give the ball to Richard on a first down, and Richard lost the football. It came loose as he went across the 40. Raiders are saying they have the football.
And they do.
And they do. That is the second Falcon turnover of the night, and the Raiders got the ball right back as that ball came out of the hands of DeAndre Richard. And Salerno McCoy came out of there with the loose football.
Yeah, wow, Johnny on the spot right there. That's a huge turn of events here. Good drive to get the score. Now they get the ball in good territory here at the 39-yard line. And we'll talk about a momentum shift.
And as you can tell, we are in the visiting side of the stadium here in Austintown. This is where the broadcast set up. The the student TV production is on the other side of us here in this press box. And joined by a couple of other broadcast outlets tonight here. So, it's a big game when there's 3 different outlets covering the same game.
Reverse.
They are going to flip it back to Coleman. Has a man wide open at the 5-yard line and all the way down inside the 5. That is number 5 on the reception that we do not have, but there is a penalty flag back at the 38-yard line.
Wow, what a play. Yeah, there is a penalty flag. Hey. Reverse pass pitch to a wide open receiver. Oh, man.
And they are going to call the Raiders, Mark, for an ineligible man downfield. And when you do that many things, that tends to happen sometimes.
Yeah, it does. Obviously, I love the play call. They caught everybody by surprise. They had the receiver Flowers wide open down the field. But it's going to come back.
So that will back the football up to the 46-yard line. It's going to be first down and 15 for the Raiders.
Yeah, everything was well executed except the penalty.
5 minutes, 54 seconds to go, third quarter. 14-12, Austintown Fitch leading Warren Harding. Coleman on the keeper. And Coleman's going to pick up about a quick 9 yards down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, like a delayed quarterback draw. He was able to scamper up the middle for 9 yards. Again, you're starting to see the offensive line really starting to, get the surge, is what we talked about, one of the keys to the second half, and they're doing that so far, keeping the momentum. Typically they get a penalty and then they stay back. No, they're able to capitalize.
Raiders break the huddle. They come to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds down on the play clock. 2 receivers to each side. Chaz Coleman going to hand it off on second down and 6. And the ball carrier able to spin forward for 2. And that is B.J. Coleman, number 2 on the carry. The senior bottled up after a short gain.
Yeah, short gain. I'll tell you, nice trap block by Alonzo Torres on the offensive line. Almost enough to break him free, but that Fitch defense too strong and too fast. able to hold them to a short gain.
We'll go to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard here momentarily. Cavaliers at the break holding a 10-point lead over the Pistons, 65-55. That game over on Z104. That's 103.9 FM. That's Sims on the carry for the Raiders. And Sims able to spin his way across the 20. And down near the 18-yard line, Steven Sims, the senior, on a big run.
Yeah, big-time run on that jet sweep. Able to get the edge, bounce off a couple tacklers, get a big gain, and another first down for the Raiders.
Heading to the fourth quarter in McDonald, at Mineral Ridge, it is McDonald 20 and Mineral Ridge 14 on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard.
They got a barn burner as well.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Falcon 18-yard line. Coleman on the inside handoff. And down to the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, tackled there by JoJo Lumsden.
That was Sims again on the carry. He will come to the sidelines.
Yeah, they're picking up the pace a little bit more here, a little bit more, quickness getting out of the huddle and getting to the line.
Trips to the left, single receiver right side. Running back to the left of Chaz Coleman. He's going to just follow him into the hole to the 5-yard line. And it is 1st and goal for the Raiders at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, almost another 9-yard gain right up the middle, using his big body to plow over people and get down to the 5. 1st and goal.
2 minutes, 50 seconds. Clock rolling here in tonight's third quarter. Brought to you by our friends with the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team. Trips to the left, single receiver right side. Play clock down under 20. Running back, that's B.J. Coleman to the left of Chaz Coleman. They're going to give it to B.J. Coleman, reversing his field, looking for the goal line, and they're going to say no. He's down at the 1-yard line. Side judge came in and said the runner was down. So B.J. Coleman down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah,
and we've got a player down for the Raiders in the end zone, Mark.
Yeah, he's down grabbing his leg there. It was weird how he got tackled. He looked like I thought somebody grabbed his face mask and pulled him and bent him down. He's going to be right there short at the 1. He's getting up now. That's good to see.
And that looks like B.J. Coleman, who was the ball carrier. He's going to have to come out for at least one play, but good to see him get up quickly and try to make his way towards our sidelines, the visiting sidelines.
Yeah, just got twisted up on that tackle as he lowered his shoulder for the goal line. Ball did come out. Luckily for Harding, they escaped what could be bad.
Now, we've already seen two turnovers by the Falcons and 1 by the Raiders tonight. 2:22 to play third quarter. 14-12, Austintown Fitch leading Warren Harding in this Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week, wrapping up the regular season. And we will be with the South Range Raiders next week in North Lima for an opponent to be determined. The pairings will be announced sometime late Sunday. We should know how all the matchups are going to set up for the opening round.
So far, have been all Harding in the second half. And they're knocking on the door to take the lead.
Davion Blackwell wearing number 34 in at a fullback. Coleman under center, just going to follow that big offensive line. And the late surge for Chaz Coleman puts the Raiders on top for the first time here tonight.
Yeah, came out in a stack I formation behind him. He took the snap. QB sneaked, and all 3 guys got behind him and just pushed him into the end zone on a good second effort there to take the lead here with 2:14 to go in the third.
It's interesting how that play is elevated from what should have been a penalty for Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart against Notre Dame to now a play that everybody tries to emulate that the Eagles run.
Yeah, a little tush push.
So the Raiders going to keep the offense out there. They will attempt the 2-point conversion. Two receivers go to the left. Wing to the right, comes in motion, settles on the left side. Running back to the left of Chaz Coleman, who bobbled the football. He's just going to keep it himself, break a tackle, and get in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So our score now, it is Warren Harding 20, Austintown Fitch 14, 2:14 to play here, third quarter. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Well, Mark, twice the Raiders able to take advantage of Falcon turnovers and turn them into touchdowns.
Yeah, for sure, and they did it quickly, and they've been able to really take control of the line of scrimmage like we talked about earlier.
So Jaron Edmonds bounces this kick. This is a live ball popped up in the air, and luckily for the Falcons, they were able to maintain possession. But we've got a flag away from the football.
Yeah, starting to get a little heated here.
Got a couple of flags now down on the field.
Yeah, I mean, that ball bounced off his chest, spun around on his shoulder pad. I thought it was going to go onto the ground, and then he was able to grab it and lay on it there. Luckily for Fitch, they're going to keep possession, but there's a penalty flag.
That's a dead ball personal foul penalty on the Raiders.
Wow,
I mean, the flag came out immediately, and it was away from the football. It was about another 10, 12 yards upfield.
Yeah, I could see it, but it was like it looked like a Fitch guy was on top of a Raider, but nonetheless, it's a penalty against Harding, and they're going to have good field position as drive.
So Falcons with the football, and they will run it on first down to DeAndre Richard. And Richard able to get about 3 yards. It's 2nd and 7, and this third quarter, the Falcons have really not had the football a whole lot.
No, they have not, and they need to hang on to the football. Carl Kroll on the tackle there for Harding. Starting to get a little chippy out there.
2nd and 8. Single receivers to each side, a wing to the right. Kaylaher back to throw. Time has one-on-one matchup downfield and just a little short looking for Brady Evans. But that coverage was stride for stride by the Raiders.
It was stride for stride. The defender kept the inside position. It was a pretty darn good ball. We didn't talk much about it, but the quarterback can throw some nice passes.
Yeah, Colin Kaylaher, 5'9", 160, but don't judge the arm strength by the size.
No, he throws like a 220-pound quarterback.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Falcons. 20-14 is the lead now for the Raiders here in this third quarter. Twins to each side. They run it with Richard right up the middle. And Richard is down to the 30-yard line. He's going to pick up 5. It's going to be 4th down. And if you run it between the tackles on 3rd down, that pretty much says you're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, I was saying about Ruggles kicking. He's got the range. It is a far one, right? But I don't think they want to get 3, they want to get 6.
Yeah, you're looking at, about 47 right now?
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the range, maybe.
Kaylaher sends a man in motion. That's Brady Evans. He'll set up to the right side, and now we've got a Falcon timeout. A little bit of confusion with the play clock rolling down. So we'll keep it here, and boy, the intensity in this one has stepped up here in the third.
Yeah, for sure for both teams, and I'll tell you what, if we're talking about intensity, who has the most intensity in this second half has been Harding so far in this second half. But this is a huge fourth down play. I know they're going to be thinking about it. This is going to really determine what happens here. It could be, I don't know, Mark. It's early. Could be the play of the game.
Now, this is a big call here for Coach Parker and the Falcons with the ball resting at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, do you take a chance of running it right up the middle again? Or do you do a little play action and try to hit something short and get the first down?
Stack a receiver to the right, split a receiver out to the left. Richard is the tailback with Kalaher. Play clock, plenty of time. They run with Richard. Then the Raiders are there to bottle him up, but second effort pushes the pile forward.
It's close.
And we'll wait for the indication from the officials. Side judge came running in.
Well, that second effort, man, really got him closer to the line to gain.
And still have no indication. The sticks are saying that it is short. And we might have our first measurement of the season.
Yeah, it is right there. I mean, razor blade.
Chaz Coleman down on the turf trying to eyeball it up to see what it was. They will bring out the chains. I think first time in our 11 games this season. They will stretch out the chains, and
by inches,
it is first down Raiders. The Falcons come up short, and the Raiders have the football back. 38 seconds to go in the third, and they are up by 6 points.
Wow, play of the game maybe. I don't know. It's early again, but still.
You know, this may be our younger audience might know this one, but that might have been index card time.
Oh, it was index card for sure. I'm saying razor blade, right? Okay, index card for sure. You could have put my piece of paper right through there just about.
So the momentum definitely now with the Raiders. They got the touchdown from Jones and Crum, and then Coleman's 1-yard touchdown run. Chaz Coleman puts them up 20-14. About 40 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Coleman, check that. Is that Jones now in there?
Jones is in now, right. Yep.
That is Jones in there. James Jones, the sophomore. Claps, takes the snap. He's just going to run quarterback power right up the middle. And second effort, he will push out to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of about 7 yards for James Jones. And we're down to 22 seconds to go here, third quarter.
Yeah, Mark, you can feel the intensity in the stadium. You can feel it on the field coming off, man. These guys are really just going at it.
So it looks like they are going to let this clock run out at the end of the third quarter. Tonight's third quarter brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team. They're looking for Valley High School and college talent to join their roster. For more information, call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. We will go to the fourth quarter tonight. Our score after 3, Warren Harding 20, Austintown Fitch 14 on Sports Radio 1240. And Western Reserve Radio 2.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
We start the fourth quarter with a big run by Steven Sims up the middle, but we've got 2 flags on the play. as tonight's fourth quarter is underway, and that penalty is going to be on the Raiders. And you heard Coach mention it in the Malutic Live pregame show. Penalties a problem last week. That's now 8 on the Raiders.
Yeah, it's starting to stack up now a little bit. Man, they had some running room, a good burst up there, and now it's going to bring that nice play back. Now they have been able to overcome a penalty for another nice big play. So let's see if they continue that on this next play.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House in Hubbard. Second down and 13 for the Raiders. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left side. James Jones remains at the quarterback spot. Steven Sims is the tailback next to him. Jones, quick pass, and it is batted down and incomplete. You could hear that thud in our crowd, Mike, as the defender for the Falcons just shot in there and knocked the football away.
Yeah, it looked like 69 putting his big paws up there and knocking the ball to the ground. Maybe that was 59. Yeah, excuse me, that was 59, Lucas Jones.
That was a spike that a volleyball player would have been proud of.
Yeah, there's no way they were going to dig that one out.
So third down coming up now, third and long for the Raiders. 11:31 to play, fourth quarter. 20-14, Warren Harding leading Austintown Fitch. Trips to the right. And through the backfield, Jones looking to throw. Try to hit Sims on the wheel route, and that pass was caught underneath instead by Coleman with multiple flags on the play. Coleman spins across the 45 and down to the 43-yard line. And it looked like Sims was the intended target, and all of a sudden Coleman came out of there with the football.
It did. They both were kind of the same vicinity of the throw. He was able to come out with it. Penalty flag on the field, but yeah, they got declined.
So they declined the pass interference penalty. And why not try to get Chaz Coleman the football? He's probably the tallest player on the field.
Yeah.
He's going to split out as a wide receiver, wide out to the right side, right on the numbers. With trips to the right, single receiver to the left side. Jones remains the quarterback. They will run it on first down and up the middle for just a short gain of maybe 2. Sets up a second down and 8.
Yeah, good defensive stop there. DeMar Rogers on the tackle. They got a huge mismatch up top with Coleman and the corner. He looks like he's about 5'6" compared to him.
So they will... It's Chaz Coleman and then Eris Coleman Bay in the middle of that trips to the right side. Single receiver to the left. Jones takes the snap, quick out. Receiver makes the catch across the 45 and spins down to the 40-yard line. That's Marcus Crum Jr. on the reception. And I'm impressed by James Jones. He comes in and out of the game,
right? But
he's right back into that rhythm with his receivers.
Yeah, they don't miss too much of a beat when he comes in, and they're able to continually get, plays and yardage when they need it to keep the sticks moving. And they're chewing the clock up.
Again, trips to the right. Single receiver, that is Marcus Crum Jr. to the bottom of the formation to the left.
Fitch is in dire need of a turnover.
Down to 9:40 to play. Jones going to keep it himself as he ran that off the right side. Picks up a couple of yards, and that's heady play by the sophomore. Looked like a broken play, and he's like, I'm going to just take this upfield and get what I can.
Yeah, something safe. Keeping the ball in his hands and not doing anything silly with it. Fitzgerald on the tackle there for Fitch. Second and long. But, Fitch needs to find a way to create a turnover here. They need to get the momentum back. It's been all Warren.
Second and 9. Now one receiver to the right, trips to the left side. Steven Sims is your tailback with James Jones. Jones, quick out. Matt Richardson makes the catch across the 35 and down near the 31-yard line. We have a moment to tell you you're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. You got two Mark Meanses in the booth with you tonight, Michael Rickard and Matthew Craven, back at the studios of Western Reserve Radio in Struthers.
Wow, Coleman with a huge block out here on the edge, too.
So third down, long 2 for the Raiders. Trips right. Single receiver left side. Play clock down to 12 seconds. Jones takes the snap. He's just going to lower the shoulder and try to power into the pile. He got to the 30 mark. He needs to the other side of the 30 for the first down.
Yeah, Rocco DeFlorio there at linebacker spot come up and laid the boom and said, nope, you're going to be short. He's going to be short a good long yard here. So, again, we're probably back at the play of the game again.
Davion Morgan checking in at a wide receiver spot for the Raiders.
Yeah, they can't jump off sides. Got to get some penetration here if they want to stop them.
We'll see if Coleman goes to the quarterback spot. They just try to sneak it again.
Yep.
They're going to go trips right. Coleman the quarterback. Sims the running back. Coleman going to follow Sims into the hole. He'll have the first down and more. Down to the 26-yard line. That is hard to stop a train at 6'5" and well over 200 pounds.
Yeah, I thought he was tackled there, but they tackled the wrong guy. And he had enough for the first down, moving the sticks, running the clock. This is everything you want if you're a Harding fan.
Down under 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Trips right. Single receiver left side. James Jones now back at the quarterback spot. Steven Sims, the running back, to his left. Play clock at 10. Swing it out into the flat. Receiver makes the catch. That's Matt Richardson. And he'll slide down to about the 20-yard line. That Matt Richardson, the son of head coach Matt Richardson.
Wow. You know, I'll tell you what, nice blocking on the edge by Coleman Bay. They're swinging these passes out there, and they're getting nice blocks on the edge, able to sustain them blocks and open up nice running lanes.
So it is second down and 4 from the 20-yard line. 6 minutes, 7 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. 20-14, Warren Harding leading Austintown Fitch. Jones to throw, has a timing shot, looking for Eris Coleman in the end zone, and he's got it for a Raider touchdown. 20 yards, James Jones to Chaz Coleman, and the Raiders push this lead out even further.
He's been all over the field at quarterback, wide receiver, everywhere. And I'll tell you what, the jump ball goes to him, and that's what it really was. He went up, high-pointed the ball, and came down in the corner of the end zone to extend their lead.
And you know what that is? It's going to be a Raider timeout with 5:52 to play here before the two-point try. It is now Warren Harding 26, Austintown Fitch 14, 5:52 to play fourth quarter. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Off the timeout by the Raiders. 5:52 to play fourth quarter. 26-14. Raiders going to go for 2. They'll keep the kicker on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's been all Harding in the second half. They have come out fired up. And I like a lot of the stuff they're doing offensively, mixing it up.
Chaz Coleman at the quarterback spot. He's going to keep it, run it off, tackle to the left, and walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So it is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Raiders at 28-14. And nobody went with the quarterback that had the football.
It's like the defense is baffled right now. What's going on? They're able to do whatever they want right now, playing very physical football, and they're mixing it up so much they don't know who to keep their eye on. Is it Coleman? Is it somebody else? They don't know what's going on right now. They got them confused.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. The sophomore, James Jones, unofficially 10 of 12, 121 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight, Mark.
Yeah, he's come in and really been the talk of the second half with this offense.
So the Raiders will kick the football away. Looks like Jaron Edmonds there to kick. He's going to put this one on the turf. That's a live ball covered up quickly by the Falcons. Robert Medeiros, number 9, able to just fall on that football. And it does, however, give the Falcons pretty good field position.
Yeah, it does. 5:52 to go. Plenty of time to go down and score.
That's always got to be a tough decision for a coach. Do I want to squib this and definitely give them short field? Do I want to kick it away and the potential of them running it back for 6?
I think I'm going with the way they've been playing defense in the second half. I'm okay with a little bit of short field.
Kayla Herr from the 46-yard line. 2 receivers left. Slot man left will come in motion. That's Evans. Kayla Herr, deep drop. Going to take a shot downfield, and that overshoots number 21, Braden Bryant, and incomplete. It's second down and 10. What did you see?
Yeah, they had Dre Richard all the way down the right sideline. No one was around. He elected to throw it to the inside guy at the seam, but if he would have hit him, there was nobody on him. Wide open.
Again, if you're tuning in for Cavaliers basketball tonight here on Sports Radio 1240, tune over to Z104. That's 103.9 FM. Cavs a 77-68 lead over the Pistons in the third quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Kayla Herr back to throw. Stepping up in the pocket, dumps it downfield. Tight end makes a catch across the 40, 30, 20, 15, and down to the 10-yard line. Great decision by the sophomore Kayla Herr. And DeAndre Reed rumbled for a huge gain.
Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling all the way inside the 10. What a beautiful play. He rolled to his right, had guys pressure in his face, and he just little jump pass to him down the field.
37 yards on the completion, but we have a Falcon down on the field. And that is DeAndre Reed, the tight end, who made that big catch. Discount Power Sports scoreboard. McDonald now pulling away from Mineral Ridge. 3 minutes left. It is 33-14. McDonald leading Mineral Ridge. Mineral Ridge might need a little bit of help to get in now if they don't win tonight.
Yeah, they may if they don't pull it out.
Again, late Sunday afternoon, all of the pairings should come out from the OHSAA. I just remember sitting there watching football, just hitting refresh. Like, when's it going to come up?
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, DeAndre Reed, 6'3", 220, running like a deer down there.
He is up and off to the sidelines. It is 1st and 10 for the Falcons. It is 1st and goal for the Falcons from the 10. 2 receivers to the left. Wing to the left. And run it with Richard, trying to bounce to the outside. Got the block he needed. 10-5 touchdown, DeAndre Richard from 10 yards out with 5:15 to play in the fourth quarter.
Mark, he had nowhere to go off left guard. He just was patient, bounced it way outside, was able to use his speed and get around the edge into the corner of the end zone for an answer and a touchdown. Richards, 17 carries, 109 yards, 3 touchdowns on the night so far.
That drive for the Falcons took 37 seconds.
Yeah, that's what you want.
So Ruggles now on for the extra point. Snap down, and the kick is up and over the band, and it is good. So it is now Warren Harding, 28. Austintown Fitch, 21. 5:16 to go here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. Mark, let's reset. Raiders, 2 timeouts remaining. Falcons, 2 timeouts remaining with 5:15 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're going to have them booting this away, kick it in the end zone, give them a long field, settle down on defense, get the stop, and go down and score to tie this game up.
And we mentioned it, a 1-point game last year when these two teams met, 14-13. Falcons over the Raiders last year at Mollenkoff. And we've got another classic tonight here from Greenwood Chevrolet Falcon Stadium here in Austintown.
Well, Raiders want that redemption, right? And a home playoffs game,
And we knew last report Boardman was leading Canfield. That was around the half.
Yeah, they definitely want to have a home playoff game. They're really fighting hard for it tonight.
This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass. Reminding you that accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. For a full range of automotive glass repairs, call 330-534-3192. 5:16 to play as Ruggles' kick is away, and this one out on the back of the end zone, and the Raiders will start on their own 20, going right to left.
Yeah, he put everything into that one, got it past the out of bounds line in the back of the end zone. Now they've got a long field to go, and that's what you want, because any type of turnover, if it's a turnover quick, and let's say they don't score a touchdown but keep it close, they can kick a field goal. They're right back in it. Give them an opportunity to maybe win it in the end.
So here come the Raiders up 28-21. They'll have the football from their 20-yard line. It'll be trip formation to the right side. Single receiver left. Chaz Coleman is the quarterback. Coleman, a little bit of a delay handoff, decides to keep it on the zone read, and they'll have a short gain. And a nice job by that Falcon defense. They had both the quarterback and the back covered.
Yeah, Robert Materitz did a great job playing both. And when he faked it and ran it, he slid right down and was able to make that tackle.
4 minutes, 49 seconds, clock rolling here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. Again, both coaches with a pair of timeouts, 28-21, Warren Harding with the lead and the football. Trips to the right, single receiver left side. Chaz Coleman letting that play clock roll down as it approaches 5 seconds. The 3 seconds, they snap it with 2. Again, quarterback read. Coleman slipped, but he's able to fight forward across the 25 and down to the 26-yard line. That's going to set up third down, long 3 for the Raiders.
Yeah, DeFlorio at the linebacker spot, looking like Zach Thomas, shooting the gap and slowing him down and able to make him...
It only took 2 games to get a Dolphins reference in there.
Yeah, that's all right. When they were good.
So third down, long 3 for the Raiders. Trips right. Single receiver left side. Coleman working the hard count. Play clock now down under 10 seconds. And we'll snap it with 8. Coleman stepping up in the pocket across the 30. And he's going to have the first down out to the 33-yard line. Got just enough to move the chains.
Yeah, he did. He was looking downfield. He couldn't find anybody. And he said, I'll just pull it down and run enough for the first down. Tackle there by Lucas Jones. Moving the sticks and the clock. That's what they want to do here. Up 7.
First and 10 from the 33-yard line. It'll be Marcus Crum Jr. coming in. Play clock at 15 as the Raiders break the huddle. You'll split 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the right side. Single back in the backfield with Chaz Coleman. He's going to keep it again and just hammer his way into the line of scrimmage across the 35 and down between the 36 and 37-yard line. And looks like Coach Richardson has decided, I'm going to use my biggest and best athlete and just attack the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's smart because they're picking up good yardage on first down. They're running the clock off. You're going to have to start thinking about, do we need to take a timeout? If they get a stop here, short, 1 yard or so, or keep it, to a negative play, I'm calling timeout here to save some clock.
It is 2nd down and 6 after Chaz Coleman picks up 4 yards. We've made our way outside of the press box for the best view possible. 2 receivers to the right. And before the snap of the football, Coach Richardson decides, hold on, let's get everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
Takes the timeout. They've got 1 left, 2:11 to play. This is a 1-score game at 28-21. Raiders with the lead and the football. And do you like what they're doing on this drive?
Yeah, I do. They're wasting the clock here. That's what you want to do, is run it all the way out if you can. Luckily he did get that timeout because guys were moving. It almost was a false start, but he was quick to the timeout, was able to regroup them, settle them down here, and try to just keep it in bounds. You're telling the guys, if you catch a pass or if we're running the ball, stay in bounds, go down, want to run the clock.
And our friend Dave Clark will be back with us next Friday for the South Range playoff game. He always likes to say, only going to have 2 men in motion when you're playing up north. Which, by the way, he did do for about 3 years.
Yeah.
It is 23-0 Ursuline leading Cardinal Mooney in the 3rd. Raiders will run it on 2nd down, and they're going to pick up a couple of yards. And it's getting close to time for Coach Parker to use timeouts.
Yeah, DeForio all over that for a short gain. Good tackle. They're going to use a timeout here. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down. 2:04.
3rd down and about 6 to go, Mark. Both teams down to 1 timeout each. 2:04, 28-21. Warren Harding leading Austintown Fitch. Raiders trying to get a win and secure a potential home game in round 1.
Yep, they are fighting hard out there today, especially the second half. It's just been all Warren Harding for a while.
Do you feel like, was it a combination of coaching adjustments and effort, or do you think it's just they kind of turned the effort up a notch in the second half?
Well, they definitely turned the effort up a notch for sure, and it did a lot for them, and they were able to ride that momentum for quite a long time. Fitch was able to kind of slow it down for a minute. They need to do it again if they want to stay in this game and give them a shot to come back and tie it.
Big 3rd down, single receiver right, trips to the left. Chaz Coleman, the quarterback, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be pulled out at the 40-yard line. It is 4th down for the Raiders.
Fitzgerald knifing in there for the big-time tackle. That's going to bring up the 4th down, like you said. And now, decision time for Harding.
Coach Parker uses his last timeout. It is 4th down and 4. And, you take the game planning up a notch. It's 4th and 4.
Yep.
Your starting quarterback is also the punter.
Right.
So you never know if he sees something.
He takes off, and that's the game.
He could take off. He could throw it. He could kick it. 1st down here by the Raiders, and this game is over.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it very difficult to defend. If you're Fitch, you're saying, hey, we don't want to put everybody up because then he's going to boom it. Right, and then we got to go really far in 1:58 to go with what, 1 timeout or no time? They have no timeouts.
Right, the Falcons have no timeouts. The Raiders have 1, and don't forget, we've seen some high snaps too.
Yeah, you're right. But he's the best guy to have back there, 6'5", so.
Coleman to punt. Brady Evans back to return that punt for the Falcons at his 20-yard line. Play clock As Coleman gets that off the side of his foot, this will take a Falcon roll and will be down at about the 34-yard line. You could hear that ball hit his foot, and it didn't sound clean.
No, it sounded like he hit an ice cube or something, just thud, whack right off his foot. He probably got a little stinging going on, but nonetheless, they're going to have time, 1:50 to go, no timeouts. Now you're going to tell the guys, hey, look, you catch the ball, you run the ball, whatever. We got to get out of bounds.
So 1st and 10, ball for the Falcons on their 34-yard line. Colin Kalerher, the sophomore quarterback, has DeAndre Richard next to him. 2 receivers, each side of the formation. Play clock at 12 seconds. Kalerher back to throw. Hit as he throws, and the pass falls incomplete. And you see the Raiders trying to disguise a little bit of coverage, Mark. They came up, press on the outside, and then bailed right before the snap.
Right, because, I think they were thinking what I was thinking is they're trying to hit Richards down the sideline deep. They had him open early on and missed it. Then they tried it again, but, hey, they got their hand on the quarterback as he was throwing. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 34. Minute 45 to play, 4th quarter. Harding 28, Austintown Fitch 21. Kalerher back to throw. He's going to be hit. The ball is loose. The Raiders have picked up the football, and that is Coleman running it into the end zone for a strip sack touchdown for Warren Harding. Chaz, Coleman has done a little bit of everything tonight for the Raiders.
Yeah, he'd be the player of the game. Unbelievable. Johnny on the spot. They hit him, knocked the ball out. He scoops it up, takes it in for the score. That is the icing on the cake for the redemption.
So let's see. Coleman has thrown a touchdown pass. He's run for a touchdown. He's caught a touchdown pass, and he has a strip sack for a touchdown. All in the day's work.
Yeah. What a day at the office.
So they will now come on, and Jaron Edmonds will attempt the extra point.
Wow.
Had a bad snap way back in the 1st quarter. This one a high snap, and they get that down, and the extra point is good. 1:35 to play here in the ball game, and it's now Warren Harding 35 and Austintown Fitch 21. And if we're going to have games like this, you're coming across the border every Friday.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what. I didn't need a coffee today, Mark. This is so much adrenaline going on in this second half. A lot of scoring, a lot of hitting, everything you want to see in a high school football game, especially in Week 10.
All right, I mean, you just like we mentioned, the game that Coleman has had, a 10-yard touchdown pass to Morgan back in the 1st quarter. He had a 1-yard touchdown run here in the second half. He caught a 20-yard touchdown pass from Jones, and then a strip sack fumble recovery for touchdown. He pulled a Myles Garrett and did all of that for the touchdown.
I'll tell you what, he would look good in blue and white. Nittany Lions. Come on now. Come on.
He's one of the...
I'm over here in Ohio. I know. Come on.
He's one of the teams that have talked to him, among several others in the Big Ten.
What's up with Ohio State? Come on.
I don't know. This kick is away and fielded at the 21, across the 25 to the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the Falcons will have the football. Penn State, Michigan State, Illinois, Ole Miss, Kentucky, Howard, YSU.
Get a drink of water.
Florida State. I was going to say, among the list of teams I have read have offered.
Well, Penn State has a really good recruiter in James Franklin.
How is he on game day, though?
Oh, well, we'll find out next week, right? I won't be here, so you can't pick on me about that.
And not the whiteout either, surprisingly, since it's, a noon kickoff.
Right.
Kalerher to throw, flips the ball to Junie Higgs, who makes the catch. And Higgs out to the 36-yard line. He'll pick up about 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. And we are at 1 minute and 15 seconds to go And this Harding crowd starting to file out, very happy down below us. A big win for Coach Richardson and the Raiders.
Yep.
Kaler takes the bad snap, throws downfield off the hands of Braden Bryant. And incomplete will bring up 3rd down and 6. Again, next Friday, South Range at home against the opponent to be determined. Myself, Dave Clark, back in the booth with you for a 6:40 pregame and a 7 o'clock kickoff. Cavs a 92-79 lead second half against the Pistons, looking to start 2-0. Kaler back to throw, swings it out into the flat, overshoots his target, Junie Hicks, and it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, just a little too much on that swing pass out there.
And the Raiders just kind of sending everybody, knowing they're going to try and throw the football.
Yeah, teeing off a little bit. Nothing to lose, 55 seconds left.
So 4th down and a long 5 for the Falcons. 55 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. Brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. Kaler takes the snap, drops to throw, fires it out. Receiver made the catch, broke away from one tackle, a second tackle, and all the way down to the 49-yard line. Clock will stop on the 1st down.
Yeah, nice catch and run after the catch.
That again was Brady Evans, number 11 on the reception for the Falcons. Raiders getting that 11th man back onto the field on that 3-man front. Kaler takes the snap, and he'll just push it into the ground. It's 2nd down. Clock stops, 42 seconds to go, 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a nice second half for Harding. They just come out fired up and really did everything you need to do to win this game.
So Hicks remains the tailback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left side. It's 2nd down and 10. Deep drop for Kaler. Rolling out. Gets some protection. Flag on the play. Takes a shot downfield and overshoots his intended target. Incomplete. And we've got a Raider down on the field at the 40-yard line being hepped up by the referee. And that is who else? It's Chaz Coleman.
Yeah. He has not stopped all night.
It's going to be a hold on the Falcons. That'll be just their 3rd accepted penalty of the night. And we are down to 33 seconds to go in tonight's 4th quarter. What we do know is these 2 teams will be playing in Week 11 next week. Yep. Sites and opponents yet to be determined. 2nd and 19 for the Falcons. Colin Kaler, the sophomore, running back next to him. 3-step drop, steps up, going to fire downfield, too tall at midfield. And that pass will fall incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 19 with 29 seconds to go in tonight's 4th quarter.
Yeah, I saw a lot of nice things out of all the quarterbacks on either side. Definitely for Harding going into the playoffs next week. They have a lot of stuff to build off of. You know, they got good momentum going into that. And obviously, you know, Fitch is going to have to figure a few things out. But nonetheless, a good ball game here between both teams.
Travion Davis goes in motion. Kaler back to throw. Fires for Evans. That pass is incomplete, and he got driven to the turf as the pass falls incomplete. That was Raylan Adams.
Boy,
on the hit.
That was a throw from all the way over by the far numbers to almost the other side of the numbers. Wow. That ball seemed like it hung again up there for a long time.
Phantoms a winner this afternoon on Western Reserve Radio, 5-4 over Sioux City. And one of the Raider players going to the sideline, that's Deshaun Wynn. And checking in for him is Amiri Cobb, the junior, up front on that D-line for the Raiders. Kaler drops to throw. Time. Going to take a shot downfield, overshoots his target at the 36-yard line. And that pass will fall incomplete with 19 seconds to go, and the Raiders, Mark, are going to take over on downs.
Yeah, just an outstanding defensive effort for Harding. And really, like I said, they really tuned it up in the second half on the offensive front. You know, that front line was really blocking well. They got a lot of nice blocks on the edges with the receivers and stuff like that. So really impressed with Harding tonight.
So it'll be a kneel down for the Raiders to put this one in the win column tonight. 19 seconds. They'll have to snap it one time. Everybody in tight. Chaz Coleman going to go under center, take the snap, take the knee, and the Raiders about to get out of here with a big victory here tonight. With the win, the Raiders finished the regular season at 7-3. With the loss for the Falcons, they finished the regular season at 7-3. Both of these teams will play in Week 11 next week. Final score, Warren Harding 35, Austintown Fitch 21. We'll begin the postgame show next on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Pintura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here to Austintown as the Warren Harding Raiders come into town and pull off the big victory tonight by a final score of 35-21. Mark, I don't want to call it an upset because these two teams seem very similar, and there is a chance, depending on how the bracket's set up Sunday, they could see each other again.
Yeah, for sure, and I would like to see that again. I'd like to call that again sometime. Boy, I'll tell you what an outstanding night for football. It was a tale of two halves, really. I would say Fitch had it in the first half, and then Warren Harding just took over in the second half, and they put their foot on the gas and stayed on it.
Time to look at some of the unofficial numbers tonight. Chaz Coleman, 16 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Well, actually, 2 touchdowns tonight for him. Steven Sims, 11 carries for 41 yards. And Can also tell you Coleman throwing the football tonight, 6 of 8 for 77 yards and a touchdown. How about the sophomore James Jones, 10 of 12, 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. His performance cannot be lost in what Chaz Coleman did tonight.
No, it can, and the future's bright. I'll tell you that. He's a big, tall kid. He can throw. He's very intelligent. I was very impressed.
Coleman Bay, 5 catches for 55 yards. Marcus Crum Jr., 3 for 45 and a touchdown. Chaz Coleman had 2 for 42 and a touchdown. Devin Morgan, 2 for 16 and a touchdown. For the Falcons tonight, led in rushing by DeAndre Richards, 17 carries, 109 yards and 3 touchdowns. And the future bright for that sophomore as well.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of young kids out here playing well, looking like they're seniors out there.
Junie Hicks had 2 carries for 7 yards. Kayla Hurd throwing the football tonight. 9 of 19, 119 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Brady Evans, the leading receiver, 3 catches for 66 yards. DeAndre Reed had 3 catches for 40 yards. That all adds up to a 35-21 win for the Raiders here tonight on the road. We'll take our final break, come back and wrap it up from Austintown on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Time to wrap things up one final time here tonight from Austintown. It begins with a big thank you to not only the press box support staff, but the athletic director here in Austintown for a fantastic vantage point to a fantastic football game, Mark, and we wish they could all be like this.
Yeah, I do. It was an exciting night of high school football. It's sad that it is at the end of the regular season, but we're happy that the playoffs are next week. What an outstanding game by both of these two teams. They played very hard, and it's sad that somebody had to lose.
And 2 of these last 3 weeks has been a lot of fun. This makes 3 games for us now over the last couple of years. We've been able to pull you across the border to help us out a couple of times, and you never know when that phone may ring again. This has been a lot of fun.
Right, it has been. I want to thank everybody for allowing me to be here today. Michael, it's been great with you. Mark, it's been a special family moment.
Right.
And I just want to thank everybody. It's awesome. It's exciting to be around high school football.
Don't forget, next Friday, 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. It's South Range hosting a opponent to be determined with brackets sometime late afternoon on Sunday on OHSAA.org. And I'm sure all of the local media outlets will have those available for you as well. That is going to do it for us tonight. Warren Harding gets the big win on the road, 35-21 over the Austintown Fitch Falcons. For Matthew Craven back at our Western Reserve studios, Michael Rickard on the numbers all season long. For my cousin and partner, Mark Means, my name is Mark Means, and you've been listening to Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Have a great night, everyone.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.